know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Been for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds the gift. He knowing when to go with fits. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in rock. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't want to overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, you gon' know this now. You should know the rise. They say two or from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and now it's time to lay the smack down. You think you Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit them with the people's elbows, stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some shadows. Custom with some Dolphins colors, just to let them know we here. Yeah, I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Been for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
To a time, to a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem. Like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on the show. But the young man up, in the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings. Cash out on the investment. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all the smoke. Chris Gregg gave hope. Coach flow like spoke. Dan Marino still the GOAT. But to a man on go. Watch to a man throw. Watch to a man scope. Watch to a man dishes that we never ever seen before. Fans up, let's win. Born ready for a ring. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. It's damn week, use 10.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Been for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
So low, so low, so low, deep. So low, so low, so low, deep.
About them Dolphins, fellas. Dolphins on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dolphins!
You already know, man. We're right here with the legend, man. Live and direct, man. Pat Train, and it's going down, man. Solo GWA.
What's up, man? Shout out to Miami Sports Music.
Hey. It's the new anthem for the new era. Fins up.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw it up. Throw your foe up in the sky. Throw it up. Let them know that we gon' ride. Where you from? We be reppin' worldwide.
BWA, stay loyal till we die.
What is the come up? We been down for a minute. This the come up. We been reppin' that consistent. This the come up. Now the world gotta feel it. Reppin' so loud, whole world gotta hear it.
A new era.
Dolphins on the cliz-out. Tick, tick, tiz-out. Till we reach the tiz-out. This a never stiz-out. Reppin' till we drizz-out. So low D, I be reppin' with this hip-hop. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
This
the new era, and we back up in the mix. Ain't no more relying on fits. It's time for Tua to get us lit. That's why we got Waddle at 6 and Jalen Phillips is a brick at 36. We got Javon Hollins, Madden hit stick. Eichenberg protecting hips. 2 whole years and he ain't slipped. Hunt along, he got that gritter, triple threat, he so legit. Darnell Coleman, Jared Doaks, the 7th round was such a gift. That's why we toast, that's why we sip, that's why we reppin' MSM. Miami sports music, don't confuse it, don't abuse it. Unless you want a new contusion, real talk, ain't no illusion. Solo D started a movement, MSM the institution. TD fins the contribution, yeah, we started a new unit. Throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit, throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit, throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit. It's the new era and we back up in the mix. Throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit, throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit, throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit. It's the new era and we back up in the mix. MIAMIDOLPAINs, when do I begin? I've been rapping since a kid. If you rapping, then we can. TWA, if you rapping, then we can. Welcome to Persifield. We asking what would Shula do? He would take the narrative and spin it like a hula hoop. He say let it Coach Flow. Coach Flow gon' do his thing and he gon' bring it to it in and to it. Come and change the game. Watch the squad ball out. Got the fans all excited. Coolers out. Grills on. Got the tailgate ignited. It's the Aquahorn Society. They know we stay united. DWA. We be down and start a riot. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins. It's the new era and we back up in the mix. Who that? So low, so low, so low.
Trying to down. You feel me? But that's how we put it down. We put it down every time. When it's time to show up for the fans, we out here.
You did. They know it's coming. Yeah.
We out here with it, man. Let's go. DWA, bro.
Hey guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning, good morning, good morning on this beautiful, wonderful, wildin' out Wednesday. I am your host, none other than the great Stephen D. SKPL, and I'm super excited to be hanging out with you all today. I want to say good morning to my Fins family, my Fin-laws. What's up? What is going on? What are y'all doing? We get to hang out today and just chill. We're going to just chill today. I do have one guest on. We're going to go into overtime a little bit today. I got a guest coming on at 10 o'clock. But the morning is all us, baby. It's all us. It's all us. Okay? So I am super excited to be hanging out with y'all this morning. Hey, look, before I get started into everything, I got to do some housekeeping stuff. So first things first, okay, all right. First things first, if you guys could go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share, go on Twitter, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, let people know about this show this morning. I need everybody to share a link to this show this morning. Right now, I need y'all to stop what you're doing, go share a link, and then come right back. I'm not playing with y'all. I want to see 0 people in this room, and then I want to see 100 people when y'all come back in 2 minutes. Go share it. Go share it right now. I'm not playing with y'all. I only grow with your help. Okay? All right, so let's go. Let's do the right thing. Also, hey, look, I got plenty of people in the chat that are not members yet. SoFlo Sports, Big Taz, that one Dolphin fan. Who else is it? Bob Young, Ryan AP, Powerhouse TJ. Y'all are not members of the family. Willie Duper Molina. Okay? Sign up, become a member today. All right? Sign up. There are plenty of room. There's plenty of room for you here, okay? We got plenty of room at the table for you. Don't think that we don't. We do. Okay? So sign up, become a member today. Also, if you guys want to donate to the channel and help the channel grow, there's a lot of different ways to do that. First way is to use the YouTube live super chat, which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat. You guys can also use the money sign, PayPal, which is MSM Podcast Network, or go to the Cash App, which is $ MSM Podcast Network. All of it helps. I'll put the links in the description. Look, Cash App and PayPal are always the best way to do it because they have the least amount of fees. So let me put this in here for y'all. There you go. There you go. Let me know if y'all send any donation. I will let y'all know that I have 11 spots left for the MSM Podcast Network raffle. Okay? I have 38 slots, right? 38 slots filled up. So that means 11 slots. Excuse me. 11 slots need to be filled up at $25 per slot. Once I get it filled up, I will do a raffle, a digital raffle. First one will be done, first place that I pull the name out, or the virtual raffle that I'll do. It won't be a name out of the hat. It'll be a raffle virtually. We'll get Frank Gore, autographed JSA certified jersey. Second place will get a autograph 8x11 Ricky Williams jersey. Okay? So make sure you guys go do that. And a portion of all the money raised will go to TPP for Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So make sure y'all do that. Okay? All right? All right. What's up, D-Dub? Dolphins Dialogue. OG, Triple OG, D-Dub. I am super excited that you're on here. Come on, Toby says, get y'all spot in the raffle. Let's go. I like it. Let's go. Okay. All right, now that I've done all that, I do want to tell y'all about Tailgreeter. Tailgreeter is an amazing sponsor of the show. Second entry, make it 10 spots left. Let's go, Bob Young. My guy. I like it. Hey, I will let you know. Hey, look, I might leave it open for that too. The link to to subscribe didn't work for me. Ryan AP said. All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm doing work. I'm working, y'all. Let's see here. All right. This is for Ryan AP. There you go. That should work. Let me know. Alexander and Renee Diaz says, make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Just curious as why does Frank Gore get first and place Ricky Williams second? 1, 2, 3, 4 F says, why the disrespect? Because Frank Gore is a jersey. That's why. It's pretty awesome to have an autographed jersey. I'm just saying. That's why. That's the only reason. You said jersey graphs says 8x11. All right, Chad. See, y'all are going to make me. All right, hold on. See, let me pull this out. Gotta do everything around here. All right, there. Okay. First place gets an autographed Frank Gore jersey. Second place gets a autographed 8x11 Ricky Williams photo. Okay? With JSA certifications. All right, there you go. There you go, Chad. I hope I did that. Ryan AP, new member of the family. Welcome to the family. Let me go ahead and make you official moderator. Bam. Did it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Hope I answered all your questions this morning, people. If you have any further questions, please see your flight attendant. Let's see here. Okay. Now, let me go back to that awesome sponsor, Tailgreeter. Tailgreeter, an amazing sponsor. Look, I'm going to be in Miami this weekend. If y'all want to come hang out, with me at the Tailgate, okay? East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. What I want you all to do is go to Tailgreeter or download the app right now. Make sure you use the promo code Miami Sports Music. Excuse me. And what's great about that is y'all get to come hang out with me. You pay for your ticket. It's got all you can drink, all you can eat, and there's plenty of stuff to do over at East 32. So yeah, make sure you guys come hang out. It was awesome. It is awesome. There's 2 home games left. I plan on being at both of them to hang out with y'all, to give y'all great content. All right, so I'll be there with Tailgreeter. It'll be a good time. East 32 Dolphins Tailgate, the Tailgreeter pregame show hosted by yours truly, Stephen D. I'll be live from 10 a.m. to noon over there, so make sure y'all come hang out with the boy. Be good. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. I mean, that's a lot, but don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Okay, so yeah, come hang out. I want to hang out with y'all. Big Drip ENT says, why is the sky blue? I can't answer that one, Big Drip. Those are one of life's many questions. For Ricky, you said Jersey. Chad, I'm sorry, Chad. Chad's calling me out. I got you, Chad. It's the morning time. I haven't had my coffee yet. You knew what I meant. Okay? Gosh. What am I gonna do with y'all? Who is this person? LeCurf? Dolphin fans actually think they have a chance of making the playoffs. Sir, yes, we do. And we will be there. Von94 says, I plan on being at East 32. I don't think I'm actually going to go to the game, though. Von954, I'm going to see you there, sir. I'm going to have a good time. Steven was wishing you was up on TD channel. What a great panel it was. I saw they went for 5 hours. Look, man, I've been trying to figure out how to make sure I separate the YouTube stuff from family time. So I was doing family stuff. I apologize, Trucker Sean. I heard it was really good, though. I even dropped in for like 5 minutes and just listened. Shout out to everybody. I saw Reason was up there. Who else was up on that panel last night? Chad Smith, because if it was green, we wouldn't know where to stop mowing the lawn. That's true, Chad. You're right, Chad. You are correct, Chad. 100%. Okay. All right. Y'all want to come hang out? Y'all want to get on a panel this morning and have an awesome panel this morning? Okay. Well, you guys don't have to twist my arm. There you go. Let's go. There's the link in the chat. Go get them. Come on. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. At 10 a.m., I will have a special guest on. Alex will be coming on from 5 on the Floor, which is a Miami Heat and NBA podcast on the 5 Reasons Sports Network. So, yeah, make sure you guys check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys come on. It'll be a good time. So make sure you guys check that. Eps1234, I appreciate the love on Twitter, sir. I'm going to retweet that. Look at you. Look at you. Level 2 Noob says the sky is blue because of the phenomenon known as Raleigh scattering. Blue light is scattered more than other colors. Boy, you didn't know you was going to learn something today. I'm just saying. Look at that. We over here dropping knowledge on y'all. Honestly, with my girl, this is the only show I catch anymore. See? 1, 2, 3, you're going to make me cry. D1 Chosen is in the building. D1, I expect you on this morning. Trucker Sean said, the sky is blue because of Tuanon. Y'all are funny. Y'all are hilarious. Hilarious. All right, first person on the panel this morning, my man Alexander Renee Diaz.
Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning on this beautiful Wednesday morning?
It is a beautiful Wednesday morning. We're gonna have to give you like new setup. We might have to raise money for you, Alexander.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. I'm just.
Your back sound. God, Alexander, I can't take you
Sorry.
anywhere.
That's my
I
PlayStation.
can't take you anywhere.
It's my PlayStation.
Working? Are you working? All right, good talk, Russ. You put yourself on mute. Take yourself off.
I gotta put myself on mute every time I don't talk. What is going on here?
I love it. I will let you all know. Hey, look, if you guys want to come on, hang out on the panel. This is the link. D1 Chosen said the sky is blue because Tua craps sun rays. I love it. The Curve said the Dolphins currently have a 2.5% chance of making the playoffs, meaning they're not making the playoffs. Sir, if you go do your research, which I don't think you have, sir, I will let you know that if the Dolphins win out, it's like a 80% chance or 85% chance. So, yeah, you can go crap rainbows. I said it, and I ain't mad at it. Let's see here. If D1 goes, I'm coming on. Oh, D1, you got to come on, man. All right, let's see here. See, now people are just going to ask level 2 new questions. Why aren't lions and big animals blue?
That's a great way to start the morning, huh?
Hey, man, there's only one way to do the show, and that's start it with a bang. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Epps, welcome back, sir.
What's up, Epps?
What's up, man? Hey, first of all, I gotta tell Alexander, I got headphones, man. Where's your address, man? What's going on? You need some Apple headsets or something, bro?
Hey, come meet me at my job in Deerfield. At Deerfield Beach. That's where I'll be today.
Just an Apple headset just a regular Apple headset is what I use. I'm using AirPods right now because.
See, Alexander, we got to catch you up on game, man. Let's see here.
But and I also wanted to I'm glad to get a little one-on-one time with Alex because I've been really upset about his B-Flow hate lately, man. I'm upset about it. I don't like it.
Oh, okay. No problem with that.
I mean, it is Wildin' Out Wednesday. You two.
Hey, I'm just wondering, Alex, who would you go get as the coach after you fire B-Flow, bro?
Listen, I would want. I would like, honestly, here's the thing.
I would like B-Flow. You gotta have a plan, right? You got a plan at least, right?
A Jack Del Rio type coach. That's something I would want.
Guy from the Jags, who didn't even have a winning season.
Darren W says, Alex, that backfeed on your mic is why you're only the number 4 fan on Facebook.
Oh my God,
Alex, man, your disrespect for B-Flow is it's preposterous.
It's real and it's bad.
It's ridiculous. And let me tell you something. I will go to war for B-Flow, and he's dude. No, it's unacceptable, Alex.
Honestly, guys, here's the thing. I don't.
Sounds like AOL trying to connect.
Oh my God!
Getting on you this morning for that.
They are getting on me this morning. I do want Flores to succeed. I do. Honestly,
he is succeeding. He's only
but he has shown me that he can't hire a coaching staff.
No, see,
in
Alex,
3 years.
The difference between hiring something. Listen, man, he didn't have anybody to hire. With COVID and everything, all this stuff, there hasn't been a lot of offensive coordinators that you really want to take. Who'd you want? Urban Meyer, he's trash. I mean, who would you
Urban
go
Meyer
for?
is straight trash.
Urban Meyer's straight trash.
How many people think Urban Meyer is going to get fired before or the day after the regular season ends?
I think he's gone at the end of the season.
He might get fired before then if he.
I think he might get fired before then. I think it's that bad.
Yeah, if he keeps up his little antics and Trevor Lawrence keeps throwing 4 interceptions, no touchdowns, then I mean he's going to get fired before that because they're not going to get rid of their number 1 player.
Ennis.
Steven, what's up, fellas?
What's up, buddy? I missed you, man. How are you?
There he is, my brother from another mother, Ennis. What's up?
I work nights.
Alexander, put your thing on mute. See, I gotta yell at Alexander.
Alexander sound like he on a plane, man.
Sound like he sound like he got that.
I'm on a JBL headset right now, and it still sounding like that.
No, what it sounds like is you ever plug something in and the connection's just not good.
Yeah,
and
it
goes,
sounds like a beep, like a
yeah, and you
low
got to
tone.
wiggle it to get the connection right. That's what it sounds.
It sounds
like. It might
bad,
be your
Alexander. It really
It
does.
I'm
might be
so
your
sorry about
connection.
that.
But
It might
I
not
love
be the
having
headset,
you
it might
on.
be
I'm
your-
I'm
whatever
just
you're
gonna
using, your
yell at you
phone
every time. That's all.
or whatever you're using might be the problem, not the headset.
Trucker Sean says Ennis is one of the most humble.
Oh, appreciate that.
That's because he's one
He
of
didn't. He
the.
didn't finish that statement, Ennis. He didn't say what you were.
That's
humble
because
of.
he's one of the oldest, man. He's wise.
He's wise. Wow. See, now they're calling you old, Ennis.
Hey, I got a hot take for you guys. I got a real hot take.
Steven.
If it has to do with fire and beef float, I don't want to hear it. Dude.
No, it's not. James Robinson, a Dolphin next year. What do you guys think?
I don't like it.
I'm with it.
I'm not even thinking about next year. We still got 4 games left plus the playoffs. I said it.
Thing about,
you know what I do want to say?
So many. Go ahead, Steven. I'm sorry, man.
No. I want. Let me bring in Estefan, and then I'm going to make a statement. First of all, Spurs suck, Estefan.
You suck. I'm coming at you right now. I'm coming at you. I just want to say Steven sucks. All right. So do the Heat.
Hey, look.
Hey, bro.
Estefan, I challenge you. We all have opinions.
I challenge you after what Stephen Curry just did. I challenge you, you little LeBron James, Anita, or whatever you want to call yourself.
Stephen Curry did the expense of the Mecca.
Debate the fact that dude. You guys always leave him out the conversation. First of all, it's MJ, then it's everybody else.
You are a Spurs fan. You can't even.
Second of all, it's MJ. It's MJ. Then everybody else. All right. Okay. Okay. What are you talking about? LeBron James ain't on your team either. So shut your face. Anyways, second of all.
But he was at one point.
If there's 2 seconds on the clock. I ain't giving the ball to LeBron. I'm giving it to Kobe or Stephen Curry. That's a fact. And that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. And Stephen Curry's been doing it. He's been doing it. Does it all. And he's not just a 3-point shooter.
LeBron James is trash, man. He's not even in my top 10, bro.
Hey.
I'm going back to
we are not having this conversation.
I'm coming at Steven. And okay, hold on. I won anyways. You don't got to do it, Paul. Because Steven's quiet. He ain't got nothing to say.
It don't matter. Anybody who says LeBron is not in their top 10 is not worth listening to.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Estefan decides to come on this and bring up Stephen Curry after I had to watch that last night. Okay, I had to flip between that and the Islander game. Right, both of my teams just absolutely just crap the bed. Okay,
well, all New York teams suck. Let's just throw that out there.
Except for the Islanders, the Mets, and the
watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
And it said, watch your mouth, son. He said, don't be going there.
Matt, if you had to be a Knicks fan, it would be like being a Jets fan. It would just be so bad. Then.
King Mill, I agree with you, sir. LeBron.
I'm joking, Alex. I'm joking, Alex.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
I'm joking, Alex. I know Knicks fans get real mad.
But Knicks fans be all in their feelings. All up.
I'd say Julius Randle needs to go.
LeBron is top 3, top 5. I was joking about top 10, but I still like Michael Jordan and Kobe better.
LeCarron is trash. He'll never be as good as MJ Kobe. Level 2 news.
I'd tell you one thing though, but
I mean, it's also I think it has to do with who you grew up with. I grew up with Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what. You're never gonna see LeBron hit a fadeaway 3-pointer with 2 dudes in his face, left-handed, bro.
That ain't his game.
Kobe did that. I don't care, bro. Kobe had
the best player on the planet plays for Brooklyn. Cut it out.
At the beginning of LeBron's career, he couldn't even post up, man. He sucked.
KD.
KD. No, dog. See,
you crazy.
I can't even listen to y'all. First of all, y'all put KD. Anybody who puts KD over LeBron, just crazy. Number 2, anybody who doesn't put LeBron in their top 10 is the biggest hater ever. So everybody up here is a hater.
I do it. I'm not gonna lie, I hate on LeBron, but I'm not gonna say he's not top 5. But I am gonna say that.
Do you guys think LeBron would have lasted in Jordan's era?
Yes.
Do you guys? You guys really do think that?
Let me tell you this: Jordan would average 50 points a game in this league today, dude. Period. Dude. That's what
I think so too. I think so too.
What did you just say?
I said Michael
Would
Jordan
LeBron
would
last
average,
in Jordan's era?
I said Michael Jordan would average 50 points in today's league. That's what he
Yeah,
would
yeah,
average.
yeah.
First of
LeBron would
all,
cry back in the day.
here's something, and look, I have to defend LeBron because I mean, look, that's what LeBron fans do is they just have to defend. They can't go on the offense. But here's what I'll say, and I'll be real with y'all. MJ with the Wizards was better than, I don't know, 75% of the league, maybe 85% of the league at that time. He just wasn't he wasn't Bulls great, right? So everybody said that he wasn't great with the Wizards. The reality is he was still better than 80% of the league.
Oh, yeah.
And
you know,
even
as a
with the
Knicks
Wizards.
as a Knicks fan growing up, I had to deal with Jordan every year. Oh my God, I couldn't stand Jordan.
Shake Money, that is great. Go ahead, I'm listening.
And you're a Dolphin fan, bro, so you had to go through with MJ and then Brady. Dang, you know how many years I prayed on Sunday. I prayed that Brady would break his legs, bro.
My mama said,
but it never happened.
My mama said the sky's blue because it has all those teeth and no toothbrush. Great. That is so good. Shake Money, you great. So far, I don't see anybody beating that comment today.
Shake Money went after me yesterday because he said that I'd be taking big old takes.
No, it's
Steven,
I
got one.
For Brian Flores, man. Your hate for Brian
All
Flores.
Right,
Steven,
real quick.
Steven, I got one.
Go ahead, Ennis.
I got one thing to say
Remember
about
Miami
big old
came back
takes.
at halftime and won the Bourbon Bowl? Remember that?
You look here, Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher. Mama said,
Bobby Boucher.
Foosball's the devil.
Now that's what I call H2O.
Now, does anybody know what a medulla oblongata is? No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Did anybody see that skip or that take of Skip Bayless retracting his hate for Tua?
Yes, I did. Sure did. And so I'm glad you brought that up. Ian Baller, I'll bring you on in a minute. That is a great segue, 1, 2, 3, 4 eps. Let me make me big on the screen here. I, Stephen Daniels, need to apologize. Need to apologize to you, the fans. Okay? And I know I've already done this, but I was watching another Dolphins content creator.
TD?
And no, it wasn't him. It was actually, I don't even remember the dude's name. He sounds like he's like a newer person. And so I'm watching him, and he brought up a really good point, right? And the point that he brought up was about the conversation earlier in the year with that we shall not name person.
Deshaun Watson.
Okay? We're not naming him, okay? And so I just have to say I was clouded. My judgment was clouded with losing. Okay, I don't like to lose. And I don't think I thought with a clear conscience or not a clear conscience, but a clear head. I think I was right in the fact that I think Dolphin fans have a very short tolerance of losing right now. I don't think that we're going to put up with it. But I will say that the fact that I was kind of on board with the whole bring that person, who we shall not name.
Deshaun Watson.
We're not saying his name.
You had to be on board at that time.
I'll say Deshaun Watson thing.
Tua didn't look good at that time.
But I don't think it was fair to Tua, and I don't think it was fair to Flores.
I mean, obviously we jumped a lot of conclusions. He probably
that's not fair, bro. It might still happen.
I get that, and I'm not saying. Look, I can admit that I flip flop on certain things, but I really thought about it, and I was like, I don't know why I did that because here's a reality.
That's why he's a Dolphin fan. He likes the flipping and the flopping.
I love Tua, I think Tua's that guy. I really do. I think
Steven, I did the same thing. 7-game losing streak, and I didn't.
I
didn't take into fact anything. I just said he's trash, and I was done. I didn't even care. I was done.
I I want to apologize to the fan base because I started. I was part of the problem, and I
apologize
the problem.
for Steven.
Guys,
I apologize for you. Steven,
I
apologize for you. All right.
I was on board.
Don't believe that.
I was on board at first. I was on board. I was on board at first, but then I kind of looked at it. I was like, "Are we really gonna? Would we really mortgage our future for one guy?"
And by the way, let's take he who we
Deshaun Watson?
that name. We're not saying his name. You're killing me, Smalls. He who we
I'm
shout
not
that
we.
name, out of it. Okay, let's take his name out of it. I have no problem with trading the house for the future because here's the reality. I think the Dolphins have done everything within their power, within a restructure,
Who'd he throw to?
Rebuild. Huh?
Who'd he throw to?
What are you talking about?
Who would he throw to if you're going to mortgage your future for one guy?
Just the thought of mortgaging a future for one guy.
Oh, okay.
Not him
My bad.
in general. I would have had no problem with that.
It would be Jalen Waddle and a bunch of journeymen.
And the reality is
Will Fuller.
Hold on, guys. The reality is
Will Fuller. Don't say Will.
You got to give Tua the chance.
Hunter Long's going to start going off.
Did you just
we'll
say
be in the
Will
Super
Fuller?
Bowl?
Really, man? Will Fuller.
Super Bowl.
Will Fuller.
All right, let me bring on. Let me bring on Ian Baller. Ian Baller, what's up, Ian Baller?
You honestly think Will
What's
Fuller's
good to y'all? And
Steven, you suck, bro. The fact is, Deshaun Watson.
Oh, I love that I can just mute Estefan sometimes. Go ahead, Ian Baller.
No, I'm just
Go ahead,
saying what's up, and y'all should let Steven finish his point because he was making a good point.
I know I was making a good point.
I was trying to hear what he was saying.
I speak for all the people that see you as the biggest flip flopper, bro.
But
hey,
the thing I disagree with
it's
you
still
with
a possibility.
But the thing I disagree with you with is giving too much for Deshaun Watson because we don't know how his legal.
I give it all.
By the way, Ian Baller, I'm not having the conversation about that man. What I will say is the thought of trading the farm for one person. Let's take him out of the equation.
When we need so much too.
Exactly, but. If the Dolphins thought, hey, this person is going to, we're going to trade the farm for one person and we're not doing good with what we have, then yes, I'm all for it. I think that's the way to go. Right now, I don't think that's the way to go. Let me just throw that out there. Keep our draft picks.
Can you let him finish?
Keep our draft pick. Keep the, the money we have. We have the second most cap space. This team is set up and primed to win and be a force in the NFL.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't think this is a Super Bowl caliber team yet.
The defense is.
I still think they need another linebacker.
Yeah, we do.
I still think they need another pass rusher.
If we don't give away anything, we can obviously.
I mean,
what do you mean? Emmanuel Ogbah and Jalen Phillips isn't good enough for you?
I still think they need another interior lineman.
Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis. What do you mean? Zach Sealer, they're all playing great.
Oh, can I say something? I ain't been on.
Go ahead.
I hear what you guys are saying. I understand what you guys are saying.
Hold on, Alexander. Go Ennis and then Todd. Ennis, then Todd. Go ahead, Ennis.
I'm glad Todd's going behind me because me and Todd are probably one of the oldest. I'm not saying the old.
You guys are old as dirt.
We're one of the oldest fans. I'll take that. Because the reason why I say that, I'll take that because me and Todd probably been through the most pain with this team than a lot of y'all. And the thing is, Todd, I don't know if you agree with me, but I'll turn 50 in next December.
What?
Next year.
Ennis, I never knew you were about to turn 50, bro.
I said he was old.
You sound like you're 26.
Out of respect, though.
I'm just happy I'm not the oldest one on here.
Oh, Todd throwing darts at y'all. Hey,
but I know I will agree with him probably with what he's saying.
Okay, so let me finish and then
go ahead, Ennis. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ennis.
We've been Todd, when I came on board with the Dolphins, Dan was rookie year. So we had to sit there every year. We're gonna go back because as a rookie, you seeing this potential and how good this team was, and as a young kid, you're not understanding the game, the ins and out as far as general manager. You just caught up on then. So every year was a disappointment. We draft a high running back. They even tried that, and that failed. Todd might remember Sammy Smith and Troy Stratford. We tried to build it with Don
Well,
Shula at
hey,
the end, but then and it didn't
Lorenzo
work.
Hampton.
Yeah,
Lorenzo
they
Hampton.
tried. So we had to deal with the bad coaches after that and bad general managers. So we get to this point. Let me go back a little bit. We hired y'all might not remember, but we went after the biggest free agents or traded for the big guy, Mike Wallace, Dan Ellaby, Philip Wheelers. Never
Brandon
worked. I'm not
Marshall.
saying Watson is that. Before y'all jump down, let me just finish. It never worked. This is the first time in Dolphins history since I've been watching. Todd, I don't know, you might agree or not, but we built this is the first time it's being built right and the projection is going the right way. Every other time is they never tried to build it from scratch. They always tried to patch free agents' hair, pull them from here, and just put band-aids on stuff.
Mill
And we
piece.
get
Mill
hyped,
piece.
and it never went nowhere. That's why I said the Star Wars that they is going to kill fans like me and other guys because this is the first time that we've seen it built from scratch and it's looking the way that it is supposed to look. A lot of y'all might not agree because y'all don't know what it's like to see this franchise do that from the past. For us, we're like, okay, this is what we've been screaming since Dan been gone. Build it from the trenches, even though they're messing up. We ain't gonna go into ins and out of that, but they at least they back then they wasn't picking guys early and for the line. They was just grabbing bums off the street for years. You see what I'm saying? They got the defense right. The offense, of course, is not going to be ahead of the offense because Flo's a defensive guy. So he can say he coaches whatever. That's just talk. He just says that to media reporters. But people that know football know that every coach in the league, whatever their preference is, that's the side of the ball that's going to be ahead of the other side, regardless. I don't care. Bill Belichick, every coach, Bruce Arians, whatever side they specialize at is going to be ahead of the other side. So I didn't expect the offense to be blowing out 30 points this year. I'm a Tua guy, and I still didn't think that. I've never said Tua is elite. None of that. I just said he showed me more from his freshman to now than any quarterback since I've been watching football. Yeah, we can like the skill guys, the guys that can throw it from one end zone to the other. But to me, the most teams, dynasties, is the guys, the teams that built it from scratch and drafted they got. Peyton Manning went to Denver. There are exceptions. Brady to Tampa Bay. There are exceptions. But if you think about it, Russell got drafted. They dominated for years. Brady was drafted in New England. They built it around in that defense. You see what I'm saying? Like the majority of the Super Bowl winners, Joe Montana. Think about it. Only Steve Young was drafted from Tampa, went over there, but Troy Aikman was Dallas. They built it. You see what I'm saying? Like if you want a dynasty, you build it. But if y'all want the one Super Bowl and be happy, go back to 20 years, then go get Watson. But if y'all want a dynasty and run it like the Patriots and Dallas and them, we are doing it the right way because that's what them teams did.
Let me bring in
We had
Todd. Let me
That's
bring
a
in
good
Todd.
point in this, and
Go ahead, Todd. Let Todd go.
Hold
Todd,
on,
go
Big
ahead.
O.
Todd, take yourself off mute. You're on mute, Todd.
I agree 100% with what he said because I kept saying, you know, if we would have made the trade for Watson, it's going to be one of those things. Oh, Dolphins did it again. Here he goes, getting in trouble or getting suspended. It's just you gotta the way we're building it right. You know, you think about Marino, Clayton, Duper, Alfredo, all these guys we used to follow. We drafted them. We brought them up. We're finally doing that again now with Jalen Phillips, Javon Holland. You got Waddle. These guys are breaking their records, and it's players that we've brought in here from the draft, not free agents. You know, Sue, I thought Sue.
Homegrown talent.
Yeah, because you look at Sue, great player in Detroit. He didn't help us at all.
He wasn't bad in Miami, but yeah, I agree with what Ennis said too.
You
and the
know,
main thing,
Well, I think I supersede y'all because I'm almost 60.
Watson,
I still want Watson.
Oh,
That's
well,
the
I'm not
Super
wet
Bowl.
behind the ears.
Super Bowl.
West, I'm
That's,
not.
I'm almost.
West, I'm
that's
not
his
wet
Pete
behind the
cousin.
ears. I'm
That's
By
his
the way,
Pete
tailgate.
cousin.
Steven,
Yeah,
did
what's
you
up,
get
Todd?
the $5 cash app I sent you?
I did. I haven't even looked, honestly. I'm about to look right now because you just said that.
That's his Pete cousin.
I'm joking. No, for me, that the quarterback position is fluid. I don't think necessarily that. I think if you handle the books right, you could still win for multiple years with Watson. He's already said he would take a
There's
significantly discount.
Estefan, no need. No, we're
So
not even talking about him.
he's either or.
Estefan, I'm putting you on mute for a second. Here's a reality. Here's a reality. Y'all need to listen to this. This team had the best quarterback ever and still didn't win it. And so when Ennis was talking, I was like, man, we're sitting here frustrated with, crap over the last 25 years, right? And I couldn't, I've been a fan. I was born in 88, okay? I was a Dolphins fan since I was a kid, but I don't remember the Marino years. I remember the tail end of Dan Marino. The very first game I remember watching from start to finish that I can remember, in my head was 62-7. That was the first game that I can remember. And so with yeah, dude, Marino's last game, AFC divisional playoffs, we got killed.
Yeah.
That's the first game that I can remember in my head.
I'm 38, so I remember that game.
I can only imagine Ennis and Todd from the standpoint of having the GOAT and still and being like, we can't seem to put it together. We can't. I couldn't imagine that type of mental anguish on a year in, year out basis on top of the team that's in your conference going to a Super Bowl 4 straight years in that time period and not winning it. And you thinking, man, we could have beat Dallas. Man, we could have beat the Giants. Man, we could, any of those teams they played.
Steven, take your point. We could have beaten. We were the only team to beat Chicago that year, and we end up losing to we end up losing to New England. New England goes on into the Super Bowl and gets blown out by Chicago, and you're sitting here going, damn, we could have won that one. That could have been a Super Bowl for us.
I remember that Thursday night game against the Bears, and nobody had us to win that game. And Dan came out there and lit them up. Do you hear me? So we okay, this is we might have a rough year, but he beat the Bears, the undefeated Bears. Oh, we going. We get smashed. It was like every year we get hyped because Dan would ball out all season, and then we get to the playoffs and somebody would smack us like we was a high school team. It never made sense.
But you know what's painful to that is we lost to the Patriots that year with Steve Grogan at quarterback, I think it was. And he goes on to get smashed by the Bears, the team that we won. I'm like, are you serious?
So this is why
I tell you what though,
understand.
the year of I think it was 92 when they lost to Buffalo in the AFC Championship game. That was the heartbreaker, and we had home field advantage too in that playoffs. I think it was the year where the year where they had the week 1 bye because of Hurricane Andrew, and they had and they played every game after that, the week 1 bye, and then they went on to the AFC Championship game and just absolutely got demolished by Buffalo. And Buffalo ends up losing to Dallas or Washington in that year.
Dallas.
Just before I forget, Alex, whatever you did to your headset, don't touch it. Whatever you did to your headphones, don't touch them.
By then, we were so disappointed. Each year, we was numb in that game. That loss, we was used to it by then. That's what I was saying. Every year, Dan would ball out, put up great numbers, but when we got to the playoffs, it was we get smashed. Who is this team? It didn't make sense to us. It was who are they? What?
Can we all admit? Can we also admit that Jimmy Johnson did not like Dan Marino at all?
Yeah, Dan Marino almost went to Minnesota because of him. They offered him a trade.
No, the trade was on the table. It would have happened. Marino decided to retire. That was
I know
his
he
choice.
should have went to Minnesota. He probably would have won a Super Bowl. and
No,
Jimmy Johnson.
and here's I hate to say this, but it's true. I'll admit it. I mean, I'm grateful and I'm glad Dan Marino is a part of our past, and he's the reason I'm a Dolphins fan. There's no other reason that I'm a Dolphins fan except that man. True story. Had his poster up on my wall as a kid. My dad told me stories about him. Loved the man. If that man had got drafted by Pittsburgh, though, they would have won Super Bowls. They would have won Super Bowls in Pittsburgh. I
remember my dad saying, "Go to Minnesota, go win a Super Bowl. You deserve it, Dan."
Everybody, honestly, all Dolphin fans actually wanted Dan.
We all wanted him to win a Super Bowl. We all wanted him to win. And what's always funny about that what makes that story even funnier, as I bring on Chris Delacus and Andrevius, what makes that story even funnier is that Culpepper ended up coming to the Dolphins. Guys, coming to the Dolphins, 5 years later?
Steven, can I say why this is show you with a weird comparison with Tua, with Dan and the rest come in? Because Todd could remember. Dan wasn't supposed to fall to us. Something happened in school, and he fell to us.
It was a story I think that came out about him.
Him doing cocaine.
Cocaine, yeah.
Right.
And
so with the Tua,
he went to the right team.
If Tua doesn't get hurt, he doesn't fall to it.
We're very familiar with the booger sugar.
All right, hey, Chris Delacus and Andrevius, what's up, gentlemen?
What's up, guys?
What's up? What are we even talking about? I just tuned in.
Dan
jumped on.
Dan Marino.
Oh, Dan Marino. Oh.
Dan Marino snorting lines.
I still think he would have fallen to us at 5, even if he did get hurt, because it all depended on that last game between Burrow and Tua.
If he didn't get hurt, he would have been number 1, man.
Yeah, bro. He had 3 years to take. Burrow only had 1. He's going first overall if he does not get hurt.
If he didn't get that hip injury, he was going number 1 over Burrow 100%.
I still think Burrow was going to go number 1. They were gushing over him after that season.
But even if that's the case,
I don't know about that.
Somebody would have jumped up in the first 3 or 2.
Oh yeah. I think Detroit would have taken Tua if he didn't have the hip injury.
He would be a Cincinnati Bengal if he did not get that hip injury.
Honestly, guys, I admit that I wanted Andrew Thomas at the in that draft. I admit I wanted Andrew Thomas or Isaiah Simmons. I really I wanted either one of them. I didn't. I as soon as they mentioned Tua, I was like, okay, I'll take it. I wasn't like one of those fans that like like, oh my God, yeah, we got Tua, blah blah blah.
So he'd have been blocking for Fitzpatrick last year, then Brissett this year.
Hey, somebody's beeping in the background. Who's beeping?
That's me. Let me put my seatbelt on.
God. Yeah, I got to deal with Alexander's headphones or Mike. I got to deal with your background noise.
I know.
Know the proper etiquette when you guys come on to the show. God.
So I just wanted to say,
project in himself.
Hey, let Chris Delacus go. Go ahead.
So I just wanted to say really quickly, I was born in '87, and my dad pushed me towards the Dolphins.
Is that all you wanted to say?
No, that he never told me that he never won a Super Bowl. So I'm sitting in science class one day, and I find out that Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl, and I said, "Oh yeah, he won." Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I think you need AT&T, man. Come see me when you're done.
So no, I'm sitting in science class. I'm sitting in science class in like the 6th grade, and I find out that Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl, and I go back to my dad. Why didn't you tell me he never won a Super Bowl? He goes, "We don't talk about that." So I mean, it sucks that he never won a Super Bowl, but he's still the greatest of all time.
Oh, no doubt.
He never won a Super Bowl because Shula was too loyal to Olivedati on his defensive side.
And also Jimmy took away Irving Fryer, and
All his offense, his entire offense.
His entire offense, and
But he
never
built a
built
good defense.
never built around that offense. He never, instead of getting Randy Moss, he drafts John Avery.
He focused on the deep. He focused on
me growing up, I had a conflicting relationship with my Dan Marino fanhood. Both of my parents are Dolphins fans, and they fucking swear jar brainwashed me into being a Dolphins fan. And my dad adores Dan Marino, and my mom hates him. She feels like he's the reason we didn't win a Super Bowl in those years. So they just always argue about whether Dan Marino is great or not. So growing up, I mean, I barely watched him play. I was like 8 when he retired, so I don't know much about his career outside of highlights.
What year were you born, Andrevius?
I was born in 1990.
God, you're a baby.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, I was born in '83. I'm older than y'all think.
Boy, Similac baby.
I was born in '67. I'm older than y'all think.
Am I the oldest one on this panel?
I
was born in '84.
No, that Ennis is 80 years old.
Oh.
Hey, you want to know something? There's only one quarterback today that could make the throws that Marino used to make.
Rodgers?
Only one. That's it.
Hey, Tua took my fantasy team to the playoffs. #Fats. #Tua time.
Herbert might have the arm.
Mahomes is looking kind of crazy these years. This year, but he makes some throws. He makes some throws.
Hey, real quick, Andrevius, is Cruz? I was thinking about this yesterday. Was Cruz the one that day that we were trying to get whatchamacallit, Pete to come on and donate, and if he came on and donated,
it was Jose.
It was Jose.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I haven't seen him since that day, to be honest.
Yeah, Jose's been
been a no-show.
He's just probably watching and not commenting anymore.
He could be under a different alias to just make a new email.
Under a different alias. Jose, where are you at?
We'll find you, Jose.
We'll find you, Jose. Hey, Polo, what's up, Polo?
Polo, what's good?
Jose's right here, guys. I'm just joking. Hey, I just want to say I think I'm the youngest Dolphin fan here. I'm pretty sure I am.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Anybody younger than 20 here?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
I'm 13.
I'm 30.
Dravius, don't try to act old now, Dravius.
I wish.
got socks that are 20 years old.
I hope they don't stink like 20 years old. I'm just saying.
My son is his age.
No, I got a lot of hand-me-downs.
I tell you what, though, I really I'm going a little way back. I actually do like Annis' take on the way we're building the team, because I've been screaming for years on you build through the draft. You don't build through free agency. You don't hand out contracts like the for example, Ndamukong Suh contract, which I think was just absolutely pathetic, ridiculous.
Well, talk about pathetic. Mike Wallace is still living off our money.
Mike Wallace, no, he only got 5 years.
I think he got like 30 something million.
He shouldn't have got paid the money he got paid though, because he was not. I
don't know.
He was just building Pittsburgh's system, and Miami bid on. Oh, he's the next big. No, he wasn't.
I tell you what though, that year our free agency, the 2013 year of free agency, bro, we go out there, we go get Mike Wallace, we hand Philip Wheeler a monster's contract, and Darnell Ellerby as well on that contract, and they don't even see the third year of that contract. I'm like, oh man, that's probably the worst free agency I could possibly even think of for the Dolphins.
So imagine going from Dan years to that. This is what me and Todd are trying to tell y'all. Like,
that's what
the
I'm saying.
dysfunction gets so bad for years. Y'all just heard about it. We lived through it. So if we're on board with what's going on now, y'all should not say take our side or that, because we're not saying we're 100% right. But this is the first time in the history since they are doing it right. Like, I can't even be mad at any fall or bumps they hit because they're doing it right. It'd be different if they was doing it the old way and we were starting slow and then coming on strong. But no, these are young guys, 1 or 2 years with the cap space we got. We don't really need to spend too much. It's just if they do it in the right spots, we are on our way next year. Like period. Whoever's the quarterback, I'm that optimistic. And I'm gonna say this in the last thing. What pissed me off about the Watson thing is people say, "Oh, if he come, y'all should root for him because he's here." But y'all don't root for Tua, and he's here fighting for us now. That's what kills me. Like I'm gonna root for whoever's quarterback, even if it's Watson. I'm gonna be mad, but I'm gonna root for him because I'm a Dolphin fan. But for people who just wishing us to lose the rest of these games just so they can go get him, that means you want these players to lose and for your agenda, and that's messed up, man. Like that's crazy to me. How
Hey,
you were saying you a
Yeah,
fan, but you can't
Ennis,
root for the quarterback
and
that's
I
on the
actually
team
got
now.
hey, Ennis, here's the
the
thing.
Atlanta game. The
Who's
Atlanta
rooting
game.
against Tua? Who's rooting against
I'm
Tua?
gonna tell you where I
I'm not
disagree
gonna
with
say his
you,
name.
Ennis.
He in the comments
Hey,
right now. He said we're gonna
I
get fried by the
guys, I
Titans,
get
the
hold,
Pan,
hold
the
look.
Saints, and New England. Like you don't have no confidence in the team because you have an issue with Tua.
It
That's
is.
what
Just
pisses
say
me
his
off.
name.
Here's the
He,
thing,
I
though,
go to
Ennis.
the Atlanta. I go to the Atlanta game, right? So this guy sitting about 3 rows behind me, screaming for Watson, screaming for Watson. I turn around. I said to him, "You want Watson down here so bad? You want to mortgage the future? Who the heck is he going to throw to? You really think he's gonna succeed behind this O line, behind this team?"
We're not having the conversation about that, man. That's not
We
going to
got
happen.
weapons,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
We
I was
got
just saying.
weapons,
I got into
and
an
we
argument.
can address the line.
With the guy behind me at the Atlanta game because of that. And then after that, he throws 4 touchdowns in that game, and he looks at me like he looks at me like he's stupid. I'm like, man,
I'm not saying
Hey,
get out.
Ennis, here's the thing,
I'm
though.
not saying you got to root for Tua, but root for your team. Then you see what I'm saying. If you don't like this players on this team, I don't like, but I'm not bashing them. You see what I'm saying? I don't like Jesse Davis, but I'm not every week throwing him under the bus saying I want the team to lose so we can get rid of Jesse Davis.
Although you would have every right to, let me just tell you.
Right,
But
even though I would
if
have
you
her, but
want
he's on our
Watson, that
team.
doesn't mean that's rooting against the team, though. That's not the same.
I'm not
It's not
saying
the same thing.
saying you want him, but bro, it's people out here saying they want us to lose, so then because they want him to come. That because they know if we
Let me
make the playoffs,
clarify where I'm
Hester,
at.
Hester, no, no,
Let
no,
me
no.
clarify.
Hester. I know where
Let me
you at, but
clarify.
there are literally fans who want us to fail so Tua can go. There are literally fans like that, and you know it's true.
thank you, Esther. You might not say it. I'm not saying this, you Esther, but it is people, and one is in the comments right now.
I don't think
Give
there's
it,
too many on this panel, is what I'm saying.
Kevin
I'll be
Stefanski just
honest.
tested
Like
positive.
Yeah, I saw that.
when Steven's talking about playoffs, all I'm concerned with is I want to win out, because if they don't win out, going through predictions and scenarios don't mean jack. So
Yeah,
first of
but
all,
dude,
I want to win out.
let me tell you, it is
No, there's
hard
no
to do.
yeah, but Steven.
See,
That's the only.
bam, I get to mute you. Here's the reality. I do a morning show every morning. You have to fill it with content. And part of that is playoff scenarios when you are 6-7 and 22 teams are still within one game.
Oh,
All within.
Steven, you're bad luck.
But I'm not though.
He's not bad.
If we don't
Wait,
make
how is
it,
he
you're gonna
bad
be.
luck when he's
We're
the one
gonna
that
blame you,
he's the
bro.
one that called out
We gonna win
Baltimore?
today. We gonna win
He's
next
No, I
week.
was there for Houston. I was there for Baltimore. I was
Baltimore,
there for
yeah.
the Jets.
All
Yeah.
because he's
How
there.
about
And
Bush?
we have something new with
Go
Joey's
somewhere with that.
mustache. We can't be stopped, man.
Yeah.
We got Joey's
Exactly.
mustache
And I
too.
hope
It was
Steven
that
keeps
guy's
going for the whole
mustache.
game.
Joey.
Yeah, Joey's
Say
mustache.
his name.
With
Put some
Joey's
respect on his
mustache, we're
name.
unstoppable.
Put some respect on his name.
Hey, but here's the thing. If
Joey Minshew.
when we went out, all right, when we went out, Steve, you called that last game to see it could be a Sunday night football, could be flexed to Sunday night. How about this? How about they said that game could be flexed to Saturday night?
I was about to say that. So I had my plane ticket for Saturday evening, and then when I saw that thing go out, that ESPN or that there's going to be 2 games on Saturday. There's going to be a 4:30 game and an 8:30 game on Saturday now, and week 18. I changed my plane ticket to like the very last flight on Friday night. But yeah, hey, Pete's trying to get onto the panel, and I got a couple people in the back room. Does anybody want to volunteer to?
I'll drive.
Hey, I got to get to work, so I'll be out. I'll watch it.
You could kick me off.
I volunteer as tribute.
All right, let me bring on Dolphin Don. Crypto, I tried to bring you on as saying, Pete, try to get back on. I got room for you now, Pete. Damn, people they just like, all right, I'm out. I'll leave. Bye. I didn't expect all y'all to leave.
If we go to the playoffs, are you going to try to go to that game, Steven?
Well, I want to.
So it's. I'll bring on Pete in a. Well, Pete's on, but give me a sec. So just to answer your question, Estefan, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay for this weekend, let alone the game, the New England game, and that. But yes,
we can donate, and we donate to your cause. You got to show up shirtless, bro. You got to,
bro. I don't know if I'll show up shirtless.
It's gonna be in Buffalo.
Hey, Steven, let me ask you a question. Isn't Massachusetts? Massachusetts is not that far from me. Isn't what? 3 hours, right? 2 hours?
Massachusetts?
Yeah, Foxborough.
So if they go to the New England, I'll definitely go to that game probably.
Or drive. Right?
If Eric Carrier is talking, I'm crashing at your place, Eric. Yes. I have a feeling. If they go to the playoffs, we've already talked internally as a unit that we want to go, but it's expensive, guys. Like you guys know this, but it costs a lot of money to do all this stuff. So like, I'm trying to figure out like I had the plane ticket for this weekend. I had the rent-a-car. I'm talking about sleeping in my rent-a-car this weekend. That's how dedicated I am to like, okay, I'm going to be down there. I'm going to do the pregame show. And so like that's real, guys. Like y'all need to know, like it's not, I'm not doing this, to go relax. I'm going this to do content.
Don't rent a compact.
Real
talk,
right? Real talk. My wife works at a hotel out in Fort Lauderdale.
Bro, hit me up on Twitter, bro. Like I need.
Yeah. I was actually gonna.
I'm like talking about sleeping in my back seat of my full-size sedan, son.
And he rented it.
We're not letting you sleep in the car, boss. Gotta hit us up. We gotta get you in a place.
Victoria Park, though. She works.
I want to bring good content.
I'll talk to see what kind of deal she can give you.
See, that's why I love y'all. I wasn't even gonna say that. It was just the reality of it.
So let's do a fundraiser on Friday. Let's do Friday fundraiser for Steven.
Look, y'all. I'm not saying nothing. I appreciate it because I can't lie and say I can't use every cent that I can definitely get for the trip. And if y'all do, but see, the thing is, doing it on PayPal and Cash App, there's less fees, and I get the money right away. If you do it on YouTube, it's like I gotta wait a month and a half. So
wait, so if you donate on YouTube, you don't get the money right away?
I don't get the money till the next month, at like the third week of the next month.
And YouTube takes like 30% out too.
So that day we broke the record, I saw like 60% of what you guys did. YouTube took the rest.
YouTube takes almost 40%.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
YouTube
unreal.
does take 40%.
That's unreal. So you guys make this happen. You guys go on YouTube, make a channel, get people to like you, build this, and then when we donate, they take half of it. That's unreal.
Cash App and is preferred, and PayPal is next. But even they take out their fees.
Now I understand. Now
Cash
I
App doesn't take out
I want you guys to make the most.
PayPal's the easiest.
But the flip side is, once Steven reaches a certain level, YouTube will pay him.
Well,
he has to get a certain amount of subscribers.
Yeah, that takes
good point. Good point. That is a good point.
They do pay.
That is real.
YouTube does pay when you get to a certain level, Steven. So just keep it up. You trending. You going.
Hey, but Ennis, even though that's a good point and a fair point, I'm not letting what you said earlier slide. I'm just gonna let you know.
I don't even respond to you.
I know you don't respond because Tua guys do not like me. Okay, Tua guys who are only for Tua do not like me like you.
Steven, by the way, the guy, I can't stand this guy that sits there and talks is hyping up the Ravens left and right. He's on TikTok. His name is called We Hoopin'. That he's all over TikTok hyping up the Ravens, saying that it's the refs versus the Ravens. That's the reason why they lost. And of course, that's why the Dolphins beat the Ravens, because the refs were on their side, and this and that.
I know, right?
And
hey, Dolphin Don, what's up, bro?
What's up, Dolphin Don?
What's up, y'all? Hey, man, I want to throw something out there. Y'all were talking about Dan Marino earlier. I lived through the Dan Marino years. So, yeah, I'm almost 62 there, Esther. But the thing is Dan was not that accurate, y'all. Tua is more accurate than Dan was. He just don't have the arm or the fearlessness.
You out of your mind, Don. Are you guys aware that Dan Marino is the best quarterback that ever played the quarterback position?
Pete,
you are not old enough.
Do you guys not know
Sit down, bro. Sit down. Your
game?
quarterback evaluation means nothing to people that watch
Bro, there is absolute. Listen to this.
You watch videos.
Listen to this.
You watch.
Listen to this. Two
videos.
guys. Hey, Ennis, let Dolphin Don go, and then I'll go because you get in your feelings too much. Go ahead and finish, bro.
No, because you're mad in fantasy. You talk mad in fantasy. We talk real life, bro.
Hey.
No, this is real life. And real life Tua is not as accurate as Marino was. Never was, and he will never get there, bro. Listen to what I'm telling you. Y'all football when I keep telling y'all this. Y'all swear. Hey, Ennis, you should be embarrassed. You said you about to turn 50, and yet you watch Marino, and you sit here and say,
hold on.
Pete,
did you guys know? Did you guys? It was actually Marino that actually did come out and said he was more accurate than me.
Bam!
Marino did say that.
You don't even know what you be talking about.
Hey,
Sit your little boy butt down and listen. That's your problem. Grown folks be trying to tell you something.
That's why y'all were talking. That's why y'all were talking because I got muted.
Grown folks like we kids.
That's why y'all kept talking because I got muted. But this is I'm gonna just say this one more time. You just finished saying Tua is more accurate than Dan Marino. Agreed. I don't even think you should be allowed on any panel anymore, bro. After saying
I don't know how that's even possible.
Anymore, bro. Listen to what you just said, Ennis.
Marino admitted
just
it.
Just because somebody said that don't mean they saying Tua better than Dan. That's your problem.
Mark, I promise you, 5 minutes ago, it was great. It was so calm. It was a good discussion. And now Pete came on and done started everything. Pete does.
Here's the thing.
That's your problem. You can't let nobody give this man no praise at all.
Like this is the thing. I don't get. Go ahead.
I gotta let these guys go at it a little bit. Go ahead.
It's one that Wednesday.
No, this is great, man. This is great.
Bro, I'm just throwing out facts, man. You go back and watch them games. Now he was fearless as hell, and he was also, had a big arm. He could throw the ball 50 yards behind his back, and he did that in practice. You can go check that out. But as far as accuracy,
I saw that. That was a great throw behind the
back. Right. Yeah, but Tua.
Trucker Sean said Ennis is no longer humble. I effing love it. I love.
I get people out of that humbleness state of mind. That's what I do because that's what their takes do to me.
Pete, real talk. So Ennis, I love Ennis. By the way, let's just throw that out there. Ennis is like one of the best. Like he's been here since like day one. True story. Okay. And I've never seen him get wound up or riled up. The moment Pete started coming onto the show regularly, Ennis started getting wound up. And I have to admit, I find it hilarious because only Pete can like make calm people go crazy. So I'm just saying, like Pete, I don't know how you make people do that.
Pete got me out of my comfort level at one time.
Pete's never gotten me out of my comfort zone. Not one time has he's not got me on his string.
This man actually wished. He's the
puppet master.
Hey, Ennis, are you good? Are you good, Ennis? Take yourself off mute, Ennis.
I'm not on his strings. Pete knows he can't get to me unless he personally attacks me.
Pete sat there and said, I hope you have a busy day today. I hope you have a bad day at work.
Why you wish that upon us,
because he remember what he wished upon us. Remember what he said?
No, he didn't. He's only first of all, you two. Here's the thing. Pete, say something nice about Ennis. Gotta go back to elementary school. Pete,
I'm not
serious.
gonna say anything.
Pete,
You know what? From
Pete,
now on,
say
to say
something
to
nice.
get no, he needs to say something nice.
All right, fine. Ennis, say something nice about Pete, and then Pete will go.
Pete, you got a nice voice.
Okay. All right, Pete.
What did he
nice
say?
about. He said you have a nice voice.
He said you have a beautiful voice, bud.
Now, Pete, you need to say something nice
Thank
about
you,
Ennis.
Ennis. I appreciate that. No, Ennis is cool, man. He's a good dude, and I honestly I like his takes. You know, he always has.
You just
a fair
winded
point.
him up. You
I
just
just
like
don't
winded
believe in it. No, the thing is, like, what you guys don't realize is, remember, I come here to the Dolphins community to listen to you guys, to hear you guys as well, because I don't feel the same way I feel. I need to come and hear it, the other side of it. So I know how I feel about my Dolphins, and the rest of you guys know. But I need to come here sometimes and hear the good, and hear what maybe I'm blind to. Maybe I am the one that's blind, right?
I'm spread kindness, positivity, and love.
When
You
it
don't
comes
get
to Jacoby
you don't get
Brissett,
more
I'm gonna say
positive
that you're
than me
pretty
on the
blind,
show.
bro.
The
When
thing
it
is,
comes
I'm
to
so
Jacoby
stuck.
Brissett, I'm gonna say you're pretty blind, Pete.
Pete
No,
is a
you
hand
see
grenade.
what?
Pete is a hand
This
grenade.
is not. This is where you guys fail to realize. Look, on Twitter the other day, there was a long list of quarterbacks, right? I forgot what the stat was, but according to all those lists, Tua's stats were better than them. But in reality, when it comes to actual playing football and throwing the ball and doing all of that as a quarterback, that entire list is actually better than Tua, in my opinion, based on what they can give you as a quarterback, what they can offer you, and they're not being simplified as
Pete,
much.
who would you take,
That's
Teddy
the only
Bridgewater or
issue.
Tua?
That's what Ennis doesn't understand. He gets in his feelings, but people really don't understand. I don't hate Tua. I don't really hate the guy. I just don't like him and the way he plays.
Hey, Ennis got on camera, son. Oh, Ennis, you took yourself off camera. I thought you
Hey,
was
we
about
can
to
get
go
on
him.
camera, baby. We can get on camera all day, Ennis. I speak it and I say it.
Okay, you said I get emotional because your takes be ridiculous. Like me and EM said in the comments, me and him had our issues, or Steven knows. But when I heard EM on another platform, EM has substance to what he said, and I misheard him. So that me and him has scored because I don't mind the criticism in this. You saying why you won't watch it if it makes sense. You see what I'm saying, bro? You come every day. Taysom Hill's better than Tua. Right, that ain't
That's the
criticism
thing.
of Tua.
But the
Like,
Ennis,
hold on,
I've
I'll let you
said
talk.
this
Let me
before. I'm
finish.
sorry.
You say every quarterback is better than him. That's why I said that. Come on, bro. Like you don't even make sense. King Mill, it's people that don't like Tua that I have real conversation with because they say what they see. You don't say what you see. You just say he's not good enough. That's not a statement of why he's not good enough because you just say he's not good enough. You don't never come with no facts, no meat. People my age, we need meat, bro. You can't just come at us with lettuce
Ennis,
and some bread. Like we're not gonna eat
Ennis,
that. If you want me to hear
Ennis.
you, you gotta come to me with something that's tangible for me to chew on, to sit back and think about. You don't.
Ennis, are you
He's
aware?
limited.
Ennis, are
When
you
I asked you
aware
what
that
he's limited at, you said because he doesn't throw back shoulder fades. That's not a real thing, Pete. Like, come on, like
how
be for real with your
he
takes.
does?
If you want to talk real
But
stuff with people that are serious. Like
okay,
sometimes it's
so
time to
hold
joke,
on,
and
Ennis,
then sometimes it's time to be
I,
for real. You don't know when to
Ennis,
separate the two.
Ennis, let Pete go. Let Pete
But
go. Go
Ennis,
ahead, Pete.
you sit here and you act like I haven't said almost everything Chris Sims and all these other Tua doubters didn't say, but they're saying it now. The thing is, I
But
can't
Pete, why
keep
you don't
saying the same thing
you
over
jump
and
on them
over
like
that I
they
already
God's
said
truth?
over a
So
year
when
ago.
people like
I
Peyton
already
Manning say
said all
something,
of this over before we even
oh my
drafted
God,
Tua.
Pete.
I told you
But
guys.
Pete,
Before we
we can
even
say the
drafted
same
Tua,
thing.
I said the ball is a little bit smaller in college and it weighs less. Or is he still gonna throw the deep balls like that with that small hand? And he showed, like, I had all these concerns while you guys, I don't know you, Ennis, because you just started coming around, but there was a lot. You mentioned EM. EM was one that I used to go at because they all used to go at TD. And honestly, in the beginning of this, I was the only one defending TD because I knew what I saw in Tua. So I said, damn, you know what? Maybe TD sees the same as I do. And I got you, Steven. I got you. And I said, maybe TD knows what I see in Tua and it's not very good. It's a lot of system stuff and it's always wide open. So I'm listening to TD. I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to our quarterback Tua. But at the time, he wasn't our quarterback. So therefore, the season happens. I give you guys warnings with Fitzpatrick in this. I start giving you guys warnings and warnings. Everything I said from the beginning and is coming to light with this guy Tua. So this is why they tell you I have crazy takes. My crazy takes aren't crazy. I just say them before the media does. And that's the thing. I don't have a YouTube channel. I don't need to sound pretty and bubble it up. Okay?
So I guess
need to speak my mind
I guess
before my Dolphins.
don't know what he's talking about. You go with Chris
Peyton
Sims like he's
Manning,
somebody.
listen.
Hold on. You go to Chris Sims like
No. You're gonna go there.
He's a
Peyton
quarterback
Manning.
whisperer or something.
Go ahead, Ennis.
But we got more. We got just like you can say people in the media say back up your story. We can say the same thing, G. We got people that say the same thing. We got credible people. You go to Chris Sims. You keep throwing that video in our text chat like Chris Sims is the god of quarterback. This is the dude that couldn't even call a play in practice.
Chris Sims got no credibility.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference.
Come on, man, cut it out.
You guys gotta go to the Ennis. You guys gotta go to the media now to back up your facts. You guys gotta pick and choose. You guys gotta pick and choose your favorite analysts that defend Tua. Remember,
eye test, bro.
We did. I remember this, Ennis. I didn't have analysts to critique Tua in the beginning. Everybody thought he was a star.
Pete and Ennis, I'm going to bring on somebody that's just going to make the conversation calmer, okay? He's just going to calm things down. EM Dolphin fan, what's up, EM? How's it going, EM?
Hey, damn, bro. Well, salute.
Swear jar to somebody. Go ahead.
Salute everybody.
What up, bro?
Salute, homie. Salute.
Damn, bro, y'all
are early, bro. Baby. Hey, this is supposed to be the holiday season. It's supposed to be peaceful.
It's Wild Out Wednesday.
It's Wild Out Wednesdays. EM, tell him again, Steven.
Don't take EM words seriously, man.
Hey, man. Swear
damn, man.
Hey,
my
EM,
bad.
You said Dan Marino was Matthew Stafford. I can't take your word seriously anymore.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
I can't take it seriously no more, man.
I was trolling.
Polo, you too young to understand why he said that. Polo, you too young.
He said Dan Marino's not a stat pattern. I don't care what anyone says. He's not a stat pattern.
If Dan Marino, listen, I was trolling to a great degree last night. But if Dan Marino played in this era, and he just had stats, he would be considered he would be considered alongside Matt Stafford. That's just a fact.
Right.
EM, just say it, EM. If you want to see what Marino would look like in today's NFL, look at Justin Herbert. That's it.
Listen, and look. If as great as Herbert is, I didn't say Marino wasn't great. I didn't say Matt Stafford is not great, but they never won. He would be considered in that. They would look. People would look at him, especially the media. They would say, "Okay, he put up a lot of stats. He was crazy talented, but he never won anything." To be considered like on the Mount Rushmore of Hall of Fame guys, and Marino is the exception because a lot of Hall of Fame players, they always say that about him. The only one to get to pass for not winning is Marino, but he would be. I think Marino would be considered in that tier because he never won anything, bro. And a lot of people they want to criticize Don Shula and they want to say, well, he didn't have this and he didn't have that. A lot of that was stuff. A lot of what Marino didn't have over the course of his career was because of Marino.
Matt Stafford
That's just
also
a fact.
had Calvin Johnson, man.
That's just a fact. So
Calvin Johnson.
So again, not to say Marino is not great, not to say I love Marino just like everybody else. But bro, I'm just saying, if Marino was in this era, he would be considered. He would be looked at like those guys.
Matt Stafford's not even in Marino's league.
Quick question, EM. If a guy's trash, does he excel in fourth quarters and top 5 the point category? I'm just confused. If a guy's trash, does he do that?
Pete need to stop. You need to stop. bro.
That's my point.
Is he
Like, bro,
really?
what is the facts?
Listen,
No, it's not.
P, come on, man.
See, you
Stop.
guys, it's the same.
Tua is not.
Like, what have
Tua
y'all
is not
seen? Okay,
trash, bro.
that's fine. EM, you said I need to stop, right? Tua, bro, listen to this, bro. You are falling for the stats. You guys are falling for the box score. We're all watching the games together. It's like we all watch the Dolphins. How can you guys actually be satisfied with what's going on offensively
You will never be satisfied.
and defend this guy? And all you're going to say is completion percentage. And you have to give that credit not to Tua, to the most hated, the double offensive coordinator. That's who you give the credit to.
How you not give it to him? When he's behind the center,
because
he's the one with the ball. How you not give it to him? You just said Fitzpatrick.
Nobody's saying.
What are you talking
Nobody's saying. Nobody's saying that we're satisfied with the way the offense is going. Nobody's saying that we're satisfied with the way the offense is going. There are still a lot of holes that need to be fixed on that.
No,
offense.
we're talking about Tua, Alex. You're flipping
Wait,
into the
I
offense.
know.
We're talking about Tua. Remember.
I'm getting to that.
So
I'm
you want
getting
to
to that.
improve the
Okay.
offense?
Let me tell you something. This is about the offense in the whole. Okay.
P, are you chewing on?
Honestly, man, I hope every day I'm wrong. I hope every day on this guy, bro. But it's all hope.
Let me ask a quick question real quick to it, because I see people, they in the comments they in the feelings about Marino. So, which one would you rather have from a fan's perspective? So, if you're a true fan of this team, right? If you say you love this team like you do every day on these panels, on every 5, 6, 7 different platforms, everybody hopping from one to the other, like y'all sit up here and profess your love for this franchise. If you, at the end of the day, if Tua winds up being Eli Manning, right? Maybe not the best quarterback we've ever seen, but
it's 2 Super Bowls.
He delivered 2 Super Bowls to us. Or would you rather him
Eli, I want to have Eli.
Or would you rather have him have the career of Dan Marino and shit every record in the record book?
I want him to have
but he'll never know.
Eli's
okay,
career.
Enough said.
Eli Manning.
Enough said.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. If Tua has an Eli career, that's a disaster. That is a true disaster because you guys only want to put up because he won 2 Super Bowls.
It's not registered.
Listen, go ask
Pete, I will let you talk.
Bro.
Hold on, Pete. I'll let you talk.
It's early, Pete.
Pete, I will let you go after me. I promise you, son. If Tua brings us a Super Bowl, Tua goes automatically to the top of my list. I'm just letting you know. He will automatically go to the top of my list if that man brings us.
That's right. But this is what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Go ahead, let Pete go.
Hold on. This is exactly what I talk about. And it goes back, Steven, and it goes back to the Marino stuff. They don't like Marino because he didn't win a Super Bowl. But I'm going to tell everybody again, the best quarterback on the planet that ever played the quarterback position in history ever is Dan Marino. That's number one. And number two, if we go down that route, if he goes Eli, Steven, no, he is the best passer. He is the best pure passing quarterback. Listen to what I'm telling you.
That's talent, Pete. That's not.
Listen to what I'm telling you. He is the best pure passing quarterback.
Oh man, he's in
nobody looks. He doesn't look better than Marino when he does it. I've seen too much. I didn't see it live, but I saw Marino. But here's the thing. Here's the main thing. Are you guys aware that Giants fans, New York Giants fans, they don't even put Eli Manning high like us, right? Like Steven did right now. Like even after winning 2 Super Bowls, they don't like Eli Manning, bro. They don't. He was not a good quarterback. It was not worth that little baby stuff that he traded to the Chargers or whatever. They don't like him.
There's
Time
no way
out.
that's true.
Time out. Time out.
Some people should not have a mic in their hand, bro. I just
Thank you.
gotta
Time out. Pete,
I just got to be honest, bro. Oh
Pete,
man,
Oh my God.
Pete,
I
bro,
mean,
you really about to get my blood pressure high, bro. Before I go to
I'm
work.
telling
Oh my
you,
God.
Eli is not liked by Giants fans. They don't like that guy. That's number
first of
one.
all,
I keep telling y'all. So
Hold on, Pete. Giant fans have something that Dolphin fans don't have in the last 25 years. Super Bowl rings.
yeah, so you're gonna flip it to that, but that's fine. What I'm trying to tell you, Steven, but that's fine. What I'm trying to tell you is the player being liked. You're saying what you said, Steven, is if Tua wins the Eli route and he gives us one at least, he automatically goes to your top of the list because he won a Super Bowl.
Pete, let me ask you a question.
But he won't be on top of Dan Marino. He
Pete,
won't.
do you think Eli Manning's
In
a Hall of Fame
nobody's
quarterback?
eyes. In nobody's eyes. Remember, Eli
How you
won
gonna say
because of the
nobody's eyes when this
defense.
man right here
Nobody
telling you?
respects quarterbacks that
kidding?
need the defense to help them win, bro.
Who was making them damn clutch throws on third down, on fourth down as well?
Pete, I have a question. Do you think Eli Manning's a Hall of Fame quarterback? Do you think
Eli Manning's
a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Eli Manning is a two-time Super Bowl MVP.
Look at the road.
Hey, I'll be right back. I keep ignoring the phone call. I got to pick up. I'll be right back, fellas.
Their first Super Bowl, they were 8-8. They had to go on the road for every single game for their first Super Bowl.
Pete left. We could talk crazy. No, first
He
of all,
said he said he'll come back. He said he'll come back.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
Let's get something straight about Pete.
Pete need a breather. He need a break, bro. He needs a break. He need a break.
So
Yeah,
Steven,
I'm gonna start
was Bob Greasy better than Marino? No, he wasn't.
No,
he wasn't. But for me, when it comes to Tua, I think that Tua is. I mean, look, if Tua wins me a Super Bowl, he will probably go ahead of Marino in my book. That's just my opinion. I don't have a reason for it other than he's going to get us a ring.
And see, listen, people, they pick and choose what they want to listen to. Last night I made the comment. That's where that question comes from, because I referenced Bob Greasy, because TD and I were trolling back and forth last night. And I told him, when he asked me who had a better career of Dan Marino, I said, Dan Marino, I forget the other example that he threw out there, but I said Bob Greasy. And again, I'm not saying Bob Greasy was better than Marino as individual talents. Nobody ever said that. What I said was, I'm coming from a fan perspective.
Hey, breaking news. Baker Mayfield has tested positive for COVID-19.
Oh, that's good for us.
Oh yeah, very good.
And not only that, their head coach tested positive too.
That's Big John doing that brilliant. Yeah, Big John.
What is going
Thank
on?
you, Big John.
What's going on here?
Hey, Ian. Ian,
crazy, man.
My only
up,
problem with the Stafford thing and the whole Dan Marino and Eli Manning thing is how you're comparing them. It's like you watch NBA, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You ever see the greats like Jordan? Before he couldn't win it because he had to face higher competition, and Dan had to face Joe Montana. He had to face Thurman Thomas. These are guys that were they were way better than what Eli had to. Eli had to face Brady, of course, and that is an argument that could be made. But Dan, he didn't win it not because of his talent. He didn't win it because the guys he faced were just better prepared, a better team, and higher level competition.
Well,
he paid his $2 donation. He said 5 minutes. I'm back. Thanks for the donation, Pete.
Well,
I got you. Ian's not saying that Marino Stafford as far as the player. He's saying as far as the career, like he balled out and never won.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's comparing it to.
I understand what he's saying. He's saying like if he would be considered as a Matt Stafford.
He would be. I mean, he would be. Look,
another thing is this, guys. He would always. He even said it that he would trade in all of his records for one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
One Super Bowl ring.
Exactly.
Because imagine going your rookie year and then playing 20 years and never getting back. You see what I'm saying? You think in your rookie year, I'm getting back to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing good. It should have been. He should have been back. Like
his second year in the league, he went to the Super Bowl, not his rookie year. Second year.
And I'm just saying, and in Polo, I'm just coming from a fan's perspective. You as a fan, you love this team. correct? You're a Dolphins fan, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You love this team, bro. Which one is going to be more gratifying for you? To see us win a Super Bowl or to see Tua get the Hall of Fame?
Of course, us with a Super Bowl. Yeah.
Okay, then. Why I understand why you have a problem with what I said then? I don't get that.
Because I think the reason why is because we as a fan base hold Dan Marino to the highest level,
and I get it
of
like I'm sure Green Bay held Bart Starr to those levels, man.
The thing is that even though we haven't had as a fan base another quarterback like Dan Marino.
And he ain't never going to throw another pass for the Dolphins.
Let me throw this out there real quick, Ian. Here's the thing. Dan Marino developed a fan base. He created a fan base on his own. I would say a majority of us are Miami Dolphin fans because of Dan Marino. Not all of us, but I would say a majority of us.
He's a bad man.
He was, no doubt. No doubt.
And so there's something to be said of that, right? There's something to be said that a man who never won a Super Bowl was able to have such a huge impact on an organization and a fan base in general, right? So, I look at that and I think at the end of the day, what we have to realize is that there will never be a Dan Marino for two reasons. Number one, Peyton Manning would have come close if he had never won one, but he ended up winning two. So I just don't see there ever being a person like Marino that just won't win a ring and have the type of success that he had on and off the field. So I look at that and I say, hey, look, I look at Tua. If Tua wins a ring, my love for Tua, I think, will just be greater for different reasons, not better, just differently. I'll love them both.
Steve, first off, Marino and Aaron Rodgers, as far as talent, distributors of the football, he and Aaron Rodgers are the best I've ever seen. Okay, with that being said, if Tua brings us a Super Bowl, they need to keep they need to take. If Tua is able to bring us a Super Bowl, they need to take that damn Dan Marino statue down, burn it, and put one up for Tua. That's what they need to do. Because
come back in 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I'm coming from again. That is going to be more gratifying for me as a fan. Is wins, bro. I don't care about getting players. The objective is not to get players in the Pro Bowl because this Pro Bowl players on every team. On the worst teams in the league, there's Pro Bowl level players. So no, the objective is to win. Always, the objective is to win. Yeah. So however what that looks like, it might be Tua might win and have the individual resumes of a Hall of Famer. That's even that's cherry on top. But the primary objective is to win, bro.
And you know what? Could I say this? This makes it worse that we still got to hold on to Dan. So think about that. Like we haven't had nothing since then. We had Ricky, we had players, like Ian said, we had Pro Bowlers on bad teams, but we still never had that guy. Each organization moved on from their legends. We're still stuck on ours. That's how bad it has been.
Mm-hmm. And I don't care who does it. Any quarterback win a Super Bowl for us, I'm forgetting Dan Marino existed. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'm gonna act like the man. I'm acting like the man was never a part of our franchise.
I know, right? I know.
I hear Super Grumman. I want to add something though. I mean, I think we get lost in the weeds a little bit.
Yes, I can. I can absolutely do that. I'm 30 years miserable. I need a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
if Peyton Manning.
Don't we get lost in the weeds trying to compare Tua to other quarterbacks?
Hold on, real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4 F's talk.
Yo.
All right, I just wanted to make sure you could get in.
Yeah, it was my AirPods were dying. I had to change
go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I'm good. I'm listening.
I was wondering, do people remember that we had Brock Osweiler?
If Carson Wentz wins a Super Bowl for the Colts, you really think they're going to forget about Peyton Manning?
Well, they shouldn't because Peyton Manning won. We're talking
about forget about Dan Marino.
He won a title in Indy, bro.
People are going to like Tua over Dan Marino if he wins us a Super Bowl. I mean, they're not going to forget about Dan Marino. You can't forget about him.
You can't forget about him.
I mean, if you can forget about him, you can forget about him. But
He brought respectability to the Dolphins.
Tua over Dan.
That's the whole thing.
He did.
I'll be the first to say Tua over Dan. Period.
Listen, I know we just I know all
that
this
72
is
team brought respectability to the Dolphins.
all this is hypothetical, but hypothetically speaking, I'm over Dan Marino. If Tua wins us the Super Bowl, I'm over it.
I'm staying with you, man. Same with Andrevius.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen, dude. That's
matter of fact, if Tua wins, they need to take the box seats away from Dan Marino because I'm sick of seeing him before every damn game. He's sitting in the most. Go ahead.
I have a question for you guys, totally unrelated. On Sunday, who do we root for? Do we root for the Bengals or do we root for the Broncos when they play each other?
Broncos.
Broncos.
Right?
Broncos have a harder schedule.
Broncos, yeah. I think.
So the Bengals and Broncos play Sunday?
They play each other. Hey, somebody's got a lot of noise in the background.
Hey, but Steven, you know what I would
I think it's I think you need to root for the Bengals because if you go to conference wins, I think if we have the same record as the Broncos, obviously we haven't played the heads up. You go to the conference, I think we have a better conference record. So you root for the Bengals. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to the playoffs. I'm just saying I've been looking at it. All right.
I got a question for the chat room.
The
Can y'all
Bengals don't
donate
have
some
that
money
many
to my
conference
Cash App
wins either.
so I can go buy some Alabama gear so I can troll y'all harder? I have no
Honestly,
Alabama gear.
I'm not
I
even
have
worried
no
about
Bama
who
gear, but I keep getting accused of being a Bama fan. Let me go get
wins
some
or
so
who
I can prove
loses.
y'all right.
I don't even care. I just care about us winning out. That's all I care about.
Hey, I hope Josh Allen injury is well, I'm not hoping it's bad, but I'm hoping he won't play Sunday, and they drop to 7-7.
You know what would be so good? You know what would be so good if the Patriots and both the Bills go on like a severe losing streak all the way to the last game of the
What's the
season.
Patriots' remaining schedule?
We still have a chance to win the AFC.
They got to play the Bills again.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Polo. That's exactly what I was getting at too. About that because I still think we're gonna win the division.
No way.
What if y'all spend this whole hour talking about Tua and they trade him and we get Watson?
Oh my God! Trade deadline's over, Estefan. Give it up already.
That's over, yeah.
All right. Hey guys, I'm gonna talk with EM for a second till my guest comes on, but stay in the back room because I'll finish up the panel and do final talks afterwards. But I got some Miami Heat basketball talk coming up next.
Make sure you listen up. That's
Miami Heat talk.
Let's go next.
But stay on because we'll finish the Dolphins talk after, and I want to do final thoughts with all of you. So don't go anywhere, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, EM. Why have you on? And I put everybody else in the back room here. Why wait for my guest to come on?
I know we're not going to talk Miami Heat basketball. Well, you're not with EM Dolphin fan. What are you talking about?
No. I want to just finish until he comes on the conversation with you. So last night there was a big panel last night on TD Fins Talk. Who was on that panel last night?
Oh man, there was a panel last night.
I thought you were on it. I thought you were on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trolling. It was.
I saw Reason up there. I saw TD. You.
Yeah, it was everybody. It was some people that I'm not too familiar with. But yeah, the usual Insanity was up there for a little bit. Yeah, it was a good time last night. We had a good time last night.
Good time had by all. Shout out to TD. All right, so are you taking it one game at a time? Are you? Dougley Durong was on too.
Oh yeah, Doug. Yeah, that's right. Doug was on first. He and TD had a little mini collab going on for first, and then I chimed in, and then TD just opened it up, and then it was. But yeah, it was good times. Good times.
TD, Doug, I'm just saying you couldn't have called your boy up. No, I was with the family.
Where was you at, Steve? Where was you at, Steve?
I was with the family. Family.
Anytime you get an opportunity where there's TD, where there's Dougley, where there's obviously Reason, you know what I'm saying? Insanity. I don't put myself in that group, but even when I tag along, so to speak, you need to chime in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are the heavy hit. Y'all are the heavy hitters in this community, bro. So the people want to hear. The people want to see that.
I do. I agree, man. I definitely. I love all of them. Especially TD and Doug and Reason. They're all great.
I can't say that I love TD, but I tolerate TD. So yeah, that's cool.
What? So my question to you: Are you like one game at a time person? Are you watching the rest of these games? Like, are you worried about like I said, the Broncos and the Bengals? Are you like, does that matter to you? Like, are you watching the other games?
I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter, but I'm focused on our team, on the task at hand. Who are we playing every week? I'm looking for, I'm just really, really, really paying really close attention to Tua because this is where I'm at. We all know what's coming in the offseason. But obviously, I want to win. I want to continue this winning streak. But I want Tua to get better and better because I want him to make that conversation. We know, and you know what conversation I'm talking about. I want him to make that conversation as difficult as possible with our front office. And that's where I'm at, bro. It's going to be on a game by game basis. I'm not going to sit there and lie and say I don't pay attention to other teams because we're going to need help to get in ultimately if we win out, right? But my primary focus is on this team winning and Tua's development.
When you look at the Dolphins' last 4 games, what do you think their biggest struggle is going to be against? Is it going to be a Monday night game in New Orleans? Not that New Orleans is the better team, but our history has shown that we don't play well on Monday night, and we don't play well, against New Orleans, right? And then and then the other is Nashville going to Tennessee, and I would probably say that look, here's a reality. We're playing the top 2 best teams probably in the AFC the last 2 weeks of the year. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I will be honest with you. I think the New Orleans game is going to be difficult. No matter what team, generally, throughout history, whatever team New Orleans puts out on the field, playing in that dome, bro, is difficult. No matter what type of team they put out there, so it's going to be a difficult task for Tua, just our team overall in general. But to me, the most concerning game is that Tennessee game. For one, they have a good defense, right? They have an imposing offensive line. You're going to be playing outside in the elements. We're not going to have the luxury of playing in warm weather or a dome. And I'm going to be paying close attention to how Tua's body holds up, how his arm holds up in those type of conditions. And we know what the narrative is going to be. You know how the media is going to sell that game. It's Ryan Tannehill's revenge game because ultimately, at the end of the day, we traded him and gave up on Ryan Tannehill. We traded him to the Titans for Tua, basically, at the end of the day. And so it's going to be, how the media is going to spin that. So you're going to have a lot of outside chatter going on. They might even flex that game to prime time. I hope they do. So, but to me, that's the most concerning game. I'm not saying New England is not going to be a tough game. I'm not saying that the Saints game is not going to be difficult. But to me, that's going to be the most difficult task for the team overall. Are the Texans, bro. So, but in terms of our chances, and this is applied to every team that's left on our schedule. If the Dolphins are able to improve and if we're able to hold up in terms of run defense, I like our chances with any of these teams, bro. To be honest with you,
I think our defense is so elite. I think it's a top 5 defense in the NFL. I don't think there's too many like the reality is the Jets have given up the most points of any of the last 5 teams we played against, and that's only because of 2 crucial mistakes on 2 plays. That's it. Otherwise, our defense played lights out in that game too, right?
So yeah, absolutely.
So you look at those 2 plays that they scored on, and you take that away. Our team has given less than 10 points a game. I don't see that happening again this weekend. Like I see whatever mistakes we made in New York, we're not going to make this weekend against the Jets, right? And then the second thing is if you also look at it from a standpoint, when you go down to New Orleans, they've been giving up points, right? So I think our offense is going to thrive in New Orleans, and our defense is going to keep on staying what we're doing. And then when we go to Nashville, I think it all depends if Derrick Henry plays or not. And even if he does, We stopped Christian McCaffrey. We stopped Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared of him. I'm not. Like, I think our defense is that good that we look at it and we can be like, we can game plan for this. And let's be honest, Tannehill is not somebody to be feared. He is a game manager. He's not a baller. He's a game manager. And our defense eats up game managers, right?
I
think
agree
the hardest game is going to be the last one, believe it or not. And I hate to say it, EM, but the reality is, like, New England is good, man. I hate saying that out loud. I hate saying
they are,
that.
no doubt. You just
They're
keep it
good, man.
You just keep it 1,000. They are a good team, but I just look at every team from a week to week basis, how we match up, how our O line matches up with their D line, how the interior guards match up with their interior player, the opposing team players, how their boundary wide receivers match up with our boundary corners, et cetera, et cetera. So, reason why I said the Titans per se are concerned. I want to be clear, I don't fear the Titans, but I just think they concern me the most. But from a matchup standpoint,
you muted yourself, EM.
I'm so sorry, bro. My bad. I like how we match up with the Patriots because I look at, again, that's why I prefaced everything on if our run defense is improving and we're able to control the opposing team's running game from here on out, I like our chances because if you look at the Patriots, everything they do is predicated off what? The run game and their O-line. So if we are able to minimize their impact of their running game, that's going to force the Patriots to throw the football. Mac Jones is going to have to stay in the pocket. He's going to have to deliver the football with timing, accuracy, and I just think, who's he going to be throwing to that you can say, if you're a New England fan, what player at the skill position players that you can say that you feel absolutely comfortable with? Well, if Mac Jones is in a situation where he has to put the ball up in the air 40 times, what player do you have on offense you can say I feel comfortable that we have a favorable matchup?
You talk about New England?
Yeah, the New England, yeah. What player on the boundary? What wide receiver?
There's nobody.
Nobody. So again, if they're not able to everything, their whole offense is built off their run game. So if you minimize that, bro, again, you force them to put the ball up 35, 40 times. Who is he throwing to? So that's why I think I like the way we match up with New England. And say what you want about Tua. In his 3 starts, his 3 games against the Patriots, is it 3 or 2?
I think it's 3. And he's won. I think he's won all 3.
All of them. So say what you want about Tua. When he's matched up with Bill Belichick, and again, it's not all on Tua, but at the end of the day, Tua has 3 wins on his record. He seems to be unfazed with Bill Belichick, what Bill Belichick has thrown at him in those 3 games. He seemed to be unfazed. Say what you want, but I'm just saying. So I love how we match up with them, bro. I love how we match up with them.
So this is kind of a question that will kind of come together. I guess the first part of the question is the NFL's had such a big over the last week, all these COVID cases. They've been popping up left and right, and I think they've broken records over the last week and a half of positive COVID cases. How do you think that's going to affect the playoff push for a lot of these teams? And B, do you see football being jeopardized as postponed from a standpoint of the NFL? Because I'll be honest with you, it's kind of scaring me how not from a standpoint of COVID or anything. I'll give it the respect it deserves, but from a purely football standpoint, they keep on having all of these positive tests. Like, somebody's going to speak out and say, y'all need to postpone some games because this isn't fair, that the competitive advantage is not fair.
Yeah, first off, it's very concerning. Really, like you just mentioned, I think was at Cleveland, the starting quarterback.
Their head coach, starting quarterback. Yep.
And they're in the midst of a playoff chase, bro. So it's very concerning. But as a team, whatever protocols, whatever safety measures you had in place, you need to double them at this point because we're seeing a spike in positive tests, and not just with football, but the whole but the country as a whole. So you need to be extra careful. Even if that's just you need to everybody when they're at home when we're playing at home, they need to completely confine themselves to their home to their houses.
I 100%. I said the Dolphins need to go into a bubble for the last month.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
I don't think it's worth jeopardizing the team or anything like that. I honestly
absolutely.
think if the Dolphins were smart, they would be like, hey guys, look, would you all be like, they can't make the players do it, but I would be at the first, I'd be like, would you all consent to staying in the hotel for the last month?
Yeah, I agree.
Let's focus on making this playoff push.
I agree 100%, bro. So hopefully Brian Flores, they have a contingency in place and to be implemented at some point in the very near future, because I mean, man, it's concerning, again, like I said, it's just not relative to football, but it's the country as a whole.
Do you think from a head coaching standpoint, coaches in the NFL are like, all right, what do I do if my starting quarterback goes out or I have an outbreak in the quarterback room? Because last year, Denver had to have like their 5th string quarterback play or start a game, if I'm correct, last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was a punter too, wasn't he? Wasn't he the punter?
I don't know what he was. He was like the 5th string quarterback.
But I remember that.
And he had to start. And so do you think coaches this year probably I don't want to say they game plan for it, but there's at least some sort of, okay, if this happens, this is the person that we're going with. And we know we're going to talk with this person. We're going to sit them down in the room. We're going to, game plan. Like, do you think that's happening in quarterback rooms across the NFL?
Well, if teams didn't have, that plan in place, they better have one now. They better be scrambling to come up with something now, because this COVID, this new variant, it's a real thing, and it's just better be prepared, better be safe than sorry. Better be prepared and have that plan in place and not need it, as opposed to not having one and you need a plan like that in place. So as thorough and as detailed as Brian Flores is and what he's shown since he's been our head coach, I'm comfortable saying there is a plan in place. We haven't been made aware of it, but I'm like 99.9% sure that they have something in place to where if, God forbid, knock on wood, something happens to Tua and Jacoby Brissett, anything remotely close to that, what transpired last year, they have something in place to kind of counter that. So
yeah, which is why I was very upset when who was our 3rd string that got picked up by Cincinnati?
Reese
When he went to Cincinnati, I was not a happy camper. I was really upset because I'm like, I don't think this year that you can do that, and I'll be real with you. I think the NFL should have made a contingency that teams should have allowed for a 3rd string quarterback to be on their roster that didn't count against their 52 or 53 man squad. That's just me. That's just how I thought about it.
It's definitely concerning, bro. And God forbid the government or something says, they lean on the league and say, look, y'all need to shut it down for a little bit. You know what I mean? This is getting out of hand. I understand it, but I'm just saying, man, going back to 2020, bro, that's like a nightmare, bro, that I am trying to erase out of my memory bank, to be honest with you. How everything was at a standstill, no football and all of that, bro. It's a real issue, but hopefully that won't happen.
Last question I have on for you before I bring the people back onto the chat, because I had Alex supposed to come on and he never showed. So we'll see what happens. So my last question to you is, so the NFL obviously stated this week that they're going to flex 2 games in week 18 to Saturday night. And I also think that we don't know what game could be flexed in week 17 to Sunday night, as well as a week 18 Sunday night flex. It is very plausible, because of the position that the Dolphins are in, that if they beat when they beat the Jets this weekend and when they beat New Orleans, the Dolphins could be, like, their last 2 games could be moved to prime time. Like, what are your thoughts about that? Do you see that happening?
Oh, man, please. I mean, bro, if I can get If I can get, that'll be another Christmas gift for me, bro. If they're able to do that, and especially if they come out of wins in both those games. But I'm hoping they show the Dolphins some love because here, especially recently, bro, we get no love in terms of in terms of game of the weeks and quote unquote prime time type games, bro. So I hope they recognize, if we get to that, I think we would have to be considered. We would have to win these next two games, like you referenced, obviously the Jets and the Saints. We would have to be what? That'll put us at 8-7 at that point. No, yeah, 8-7, and we would have to definitely win these next two games and to be considered. But if they do that, man, it would be very, very. I'd be a very happy man, bro, because we get no love in terms of prime time type games, especially here recently, bro. They have no respect for media, and these networks have no respect for the Dolphins. So hopefully that does happen. We can start getting some love from these networks. So it's a possibility, and I think that New England game. I don't think the Dolphins will get two. I think if it's one, I was gonna say it would be the New England game, but I don't know, man. That Ryan Tannehill revenge game again, like I said. You know how they're going to be. You know what the narrative is going to be, and that's going to be must-see TV for a lot of non-Dolphin fans. So more than likely, that Tennessee game will be flexed. I don't think we'll get two, but if we get one out of the two, bro, I'll be happy with that, bro.
All right. Let me start bringing in some people back into the chat. D1, where did you go, D1? I was literally about to bring you on. Let me go ahead and start bringing some of these people back into the chat.
Shout out to the homie D1.
D1, what's up, D1?
What's good, fellas? What's up?
What's good, homie?
Bringing Pete back. Bringing.
Yeah, that's all I want back. That's all I want back. That's exactly what I want to speak to.
And then I'll bring in Dolphin Don. I'll bring in 1, 2, 3, 4 Epps. I'll bring in Ennis. I'll bring in Alexander. I'll bring in Estefan, and I will bring in Polo. Guys, put yourselves on mute if you're not talking, so that way there's no feedback.
Can I just say one thing, Steven?
If you want to be the first one, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say what EM was talking about on the like, they don't talk about us much, and especially about those late games. You have to be winning to earn those primetime games. That in reality, you got to be winning.
We are winning, though. We are winning.
No, well,
BS Pete, I'm sorry because the Giants had 4 primetime games this year.
But what I mean, Steven, is like you have to win the year.
Why are the Bears getting so many primetime games?
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like last year
is asinine right now. I don't even know why you give him
No, you're not understanding. When they make the schedules, D1, they make it based on what you did last year. So if
I understand that.
They do not.
Hold on.
No,
there is some truth to that. But the flex option, which is what the Dolphins are in, allows the NFL to correct that. And so at the moment, the Dolphins are the top 3 biggest team in the NFL, I think. So, or winningest team in the NFL right now, like win streak wise. So
if they were basing wins, primetime games by wins, then how come the Cowboys, who only won 5 games last year, had 5 primetime games this year? If they based it on wins, then how come the Giants had 4 primetime games this year when they've been trashed the last 5 years? So no, it's not based.
Also, why are the Bears getting so many primetime games and not even that good?
Fan bases and wins.
It's only for Monday night games.
Terrible.
We're talking about the flex option. That's what the flex option is in place for. Because again, somewhat of what Pete said is accurate about they make the schedule based on what you did the previous year. But once the season actually happens, and like for instance, the Patriots, like last year, they didn't make the playoffs last year. They were 7-9, but they're winning now. You know what I'm saying? They've improved upon what they did last year. So what the flex option does is, if you have a player that is successful this year, especially when we're moving towards a playoff push, it gives you the opportunity to pair, from a primetime perspective, to make a better game for the fan base. You see what I'm saying? So if like the Dolphins, we're on this 5-game winning streak. I think, to be considered for that flex option, right? Because again, the goal from a network perspective is to put the better game on in those primetime slots. So, like the Dolphins, for us to be considered, I think we have to win these next 2 games going into Tennessee. And again, you know what the narrative is going to be. That's going to be an easy sell from a network's perspective. So the flex option, like I said, it just gives them opportunity to put the best game on that particular week based off what your schedule is, what you're doing right now, as opposed to last year. If that
Also,
makes sense.
also,
I
Ian,
don't care about
Hold on, hold
primetime
on.
games. I just want them to
That,
win because I'm already nervous.
Go ahead.
hold on, yeah. All of y'all are right though, but the winning what Pete is right about is the Monday night games. You have to have a winning record for the Monday night games, but Sunday and Thursday, that's D1 is right. That's why we had a Thursday night game. Is for Monday night games, you have to have a winning record
Now,
from the previous year.
my question to you guys here is the flex option. That's new, right? Isn't that new in the NFL as of recent years?
It's not that it's new, but they're
Hold-
more lenient rules now.
The flex option, the way they're switching it up, is almost kind of new if you go back to like a long time. But do you guys think that benefits the fans, the teams, or the owner or the TV more?
Of course it does.
They did that for a reason. And now that I was thinking
all
about
the
it while you
above.
guys were talking
It
about it.
benefits
All the
benefits
above.
the
So
TV
number
company.
one. So this is how. All
That's what I
right,
was
and
thinking.
hold on. Let me answer that a little bit more. So when the NFL negotiates with these rights, right? They'll go to ESPN and they'll say, or they'll go to CBS and they'll say, all right, we want to do a $500 million contract for 10 years, right? And so they'll make the deal of whatever it is. And I'm just throwing numbers out there. I don't know if those are the numbers, right? But then it's on the networks to sell advertising for those games, right? And so they will work in conjunction with the NFL and say, who are partners that you are okay to be affiliated with? And I'm sure that the NFL gets their piece of the pie with that. But they also have a standpoint of, hey, they're paying for X number of dollars for advertising on that. So they make their money back tenfold when it comes to that. So if I am an executive at CBS or I'm an executive at Fox, I don't want to see the Jaguars and the Jets on Sunday Night Football. I want to see the Dolphins and the Saints or I want to see the Dolphins and the Titans on Sunday Night Football, right? So that's kind of where that comes from. So as the year gets later, the NFLPA agreed that, hey, in the last week or 2 weeks, you don't have to give us a 3-week notice. You only have to give us a 2-week notice or a 1-week notice on changing the game. So that's kind of where that comes in.
Hey, Steven, can I say something before I go? Because I don't have much time.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is for Pete. Hey, Pete.
Talk to me, buddy.
You're big in fantasy, right? You do a lot of fantasy football stuff, right?
No, bro. I just gamble my money on FanDuel. That's it.
Okay, so how come you don't tell anybody that Tua is a top 10 fantasy QB right now? Why are you not telling nobody to pick him up?
Listen,
I'm just curious.
Because because you don't win with a top 10 quarterback. You win by picking the number 1 fantasy quarterback of the week. And Tua will never, ever, listen to what I'm telling you, D1, ever come out as the number 1 fantasy quarterback of the week. Don't cut me off because you know what you're about to hear. Tua will never, ever, listen, this is a fact. It's more of an opinion, but guys out there really know it's a fact already. Tua will never come out as the number 1 fantasy quarterback of the week. It would never happen.
That's just a prediction, man. That's
So
not
the only way
true.
for you to win in fantasy is to have the number 1 performing fantasy quarterback. That's the only way you can win.
Don't you want to win the $1 million on DraftKings? You're betting your $20 to make one lineup. You're gonna really risk $20 of your hard-earned money on Tua when you got guys like Justin Herbert you can select. Come on, bro. This is a different ball game. I don't play the season long like you.
What if you can't?
This man will go out there and pick Baker
You're throwing
Mayfield
away your
over
money.
Tua any day of the week, bro.
Tua was the #1 fantasy quarterback against the Falcons that week.
Hey, Pete, have you ever started Jacoby?
No, he was not.
Well, that killed your argument right there.
Have you ever started Jacoby in your
Out of that week, he wasn't the #1. He threw 4 touchdowns,
right there,
and he wasn't the #1 fantasy quarterback of the week. Go look it up. Fantasy quarterback of the week against the Falcons. Week 4.
I'm just saying, you make these.
This man thinks Baker Mayfield's a better quarterback.
And you tell people to pick up this player and this player, but you're not going to tell them.
I know he's a better quarterback.
Look at Odell now, Pete. Baker couldn't get it done, bro.
Because remember, the people I talk to, they gamble their money. I want them to win money, not lose money. Remember that guy Marino's GOAT? I don't know if you guys remember Marino's GOAT.
Offering 18 or more points.
I don't know. I don't know the rule for the NFL, but I was doing the NFL playoff predictor, and so I was going through the games here. It is entirely plausible that Dolphins-Titans game gets moved to Sunday night. Like, if I see that game being moved if they're allowed to move it, because
I know EMC is worried about that game.
That's a playoff implication right there.
I think the Patriots-Dolphins game will most likely.
It's going to be flexed to Saturday. It's going to be flexed to Saturday.
I got to say something. I got to say something because I know. Look, I know y'all about to get a little triggered, but this is exactly how I feel. I got to be honest with you guys. Y'all are getting ahead of yourselves. Y'all truly are getting ahead of yourselves. You guys are like these. You guys that are getting ahead of yourselves, looking ahead of the schedule, getting past the Jets already. That's telling me that it's gonna not happen, bro. Like in reality, it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna win out. Like that's really because you don't really supposed to look over no opponent. We're already talking, and this is not only Steven, and I'm not only talking about this channel. Multiple channels.
Pete, you said we were gonna lose to the Giants, man. You were wrong.
Okay, and I also said we were gonna beat the Ravens. I was right. So Epps, hold on. This is what I'm saying.
You also said
like this whole week. Listen to me, please, man. Listen to me. Listen to me. This goes to everybody.
Let him talk. Let him get it off. Let him get it off.
Please let me listen because this is important for the community. Listen to what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying as well. Go and do your own homework. Go to Larry's channel. Go to TDs. Go to DDWs. Go to Reasons. Go to everybody's channel.
Hold on, Pete.
I don't care.
Pete, I
listen. We're not focused, not even as fans.
So what are you talking about?
We're not even talking about the Jets, bro. It's already Wednesday. We have not dedicated a show to talk about this Jets game. All we keep doing is talking Patriots, Saints.
Pete, I'm putting you on mute.
How can everybody be wrong?
Hold on, Pete. What do I do every Friday? What do I do every Thursday? I have Throwback Thursday where I talk about past games and we start talking a little bit about the game, right? And then Friday is a full show dedicated to the game that we're playing that Sunday.
What
do you mean? What? Come on,
yeah,
bro.
everybody knows
that's how I've always run my shows.
And we have COVID issues. This is not a guaranteed game.
Monday.
Sorry. Well, what I'm saying is,
Steven, can I talk
basically,
to you real quick?
What I'm saying is, there's no Jet talk anywhere for this week wherever you go, no matter what. It's the majority is strictly
I'm not looking
playoffs.
over them. I'm not looking over them, but I am looking through them because we're gonna kill them.
Because people have seen the past 3-4 games that we're be able to beat the Jets,
and that's not what you
even
do
with the COVID
Pete,
issues,
who's
man.
looking past the Jets?
The whole fan base, bro.
No.
You don't listen to what I just spoke about.
It's not the whole fan base. It's not the whole.
I don't hear nobody talking Jets. All we talk about is playoffs.
Pete, let me tell you something. You look for what you want to look for. There are plenty of conversations that happen that we talk about the Jets. You're just not.
Pete, how can you be the only person in the entire fan base thinking about the Jets, man?
What I'm saying is, the entire fan base is already past the Jets. We don't even talk about them like we're not gonna face them. You get what I'm saying?
We're talking about them right now.
I hear more because I'm talking about it. I hear more. Listen, I hear more. We're rooting for the Raiders to beat this team.
Hey, Steven,
we're rooting more. We're rooting for other
I can't deal with Pete. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Steven. Actually, I agree with Pete. Yeah, man.
I need a good laugh.
You know,
Let
we
him talk.
can't
Let him talk, Steven. I need a good laugh,
we
bro.
can't look past this
Esther,
week.
man.
Ain't nobody looking past.
We can't look past this week, y'all. So beat the
Estefan,
Jets, bro.
You know,
You suck, Steven. Whatever.
You suck.
Your
suck,
takes are
Estefan.
horrible, and your bad luck.
Your
You're the
takes are
mush.
horrible. I'm not. I love you. Be good.
Peace, Esther.
Estefan,
Peace,
the
bro.
Spurs suck.
Canelo sucks.
Estefan, you
watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth,
money to the
man.
swear jar, Estefan.
Canelo sucks.
What's up, Steven?
Canelo does suck.
Canelo.
Hey, Estefan, do you have any final
Hey,
thoughts?
Mayweather didn't get a jerk.
Hi, Felicia, get out of here. See ya. Yep, was able to kick him off. Bang! I like when I can kick people off. I don't do it often, but when I do it well. I'm just saying. Estefan's flipping me off in the back.
Bye, Felicia.
Steven, can I say something?
Steven,
I just want to say this
I
one thing.
just got one thing to say. I got one thing to say, Steven. I got one thing to say here.
Go ahead.
About before we go get into final thoughts. Pete, when are you going to learn or actually start being knowledgeable about football? That's what I want to know.
This is a 30-minute conversation if you start this, Sam.
I know.
No, this is an hour conversation.
Why you do that, man?
I'm gonna say this one thing to Pete. You can look for anybody that agrees with you in this fan base, bro. Everybody gets different takes. So if you're looking for stuff
I
that you don't want to
personally
hear,
love Pete, man. I
There's
like
plenty-
it.
But Pete's a
plenty
good
of
dude.
people
I'm
having
not gonna
this
lie. Pete's a
conversation.
good dude, but his takes are just off the rails, bro.
He's
Yeah,
not
but
giving
you
takes.
know what? Hey, then.
But
for
that's
you to
what
give
makes him
takes, you
different
would need
between all of
factual
us.
information,
Ain't
man.
nothing wrong with that.
And you know what? Some of the things Pete says, I actually sit back after the panel and I think about. And
but
and then
what
and
about
then
my
I
takes?
finally
Like
come
what?
to-
Do you actually think?
Like what? Like what?
What about my
Well,
takes?
you know, I
Like
think
what?
about while I'm
Like
smoking.
what?
You know, obviously, I'm
I was about to
smoking.
say that,
Please,
Ian.
Go in the
please.
bathroom after the panel.
I'm smoking.
Ian was about to hit him like what?
I
I'm
want to know.
smoking.
I want
I'm
to
like,
know.
all
I
right,
want
let
to
me
know
think.
Great take.
specifically.
Is
I want
Jacoby
to know.
actually good? I start to think that while I'm smoking. Is
So
Pete
what's a
right?
great take
And
by
then I come to the
Pete?
conclusion,
Listen,
nah,
if
Pete's
you have
wrong,
to
dude.
smoke,
Pete's
if you
not
have
right.
if you have to smoke
You
to
need to stay
understand
off
Pete's
that.
take,
You
I
need to
don't
stay
know
off
what to
that
tell you.
crap.
No, I'm just saying I listen to everybody's
Hold up.
opinion.
1, 2, 3, 4 F's might be onto something. If you smoke, maybe you'll understand Pete's takes more.
No, but
I might
eventually
have
you
to
come
take
to
Ian out to
no, you come to the
Pete's take.
conclusion
That
Pete's
makes
wrong.
So
sense.
Even if you
so the
smoke.
F's might think some of my takes about
to
beef flow,
smoke.
are actually pretty good.
No,
Then.
every time I think when I'm smoking about beef flow and your take, I'm just like getting mad. And I'm like, I'm not supposed to be mad smoking.
He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4 F says, man, you messing up my high, son. Shut
That's
up.
all I'm saying, man.
You gotta stay off that
hey,
crack, man.
Pete,
It's a bad drug.
Pete, I love you though, Pete. Just know I love you. You always have you will always have room on my channel to talk
Pete
that
bleeds
craziness
aqua and
that you
orange. That's
talk
all
about.
that matters, bro.
I
does.
love Pete too, bro.
If you
He
get
does.
jumped
I
at the
love
gas
you.
station,
None
Pete,
but
I'm
love,
jumping in,
I
bro.
appreciate
Period.
it. I
Fact.
already said it.
All love,
I already told you guys. I love all of you guys because I don't see the team, so I need to go somewhere where the same guys need to see it differently. So I love all of it. You know, I might, get a little erratic sometimes, but at the end of the day, you guys see me. I go and I support it because I need to
Sometimes.
hear other people's thoughts.
Yeah,
I can't
y'all
be the
remember?
only one crazy.
Yeah, do y'all remember when it was at the height of the beef between Pete and Reason, and he made that video about Josh Rosen? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that?
Oh my
I
God.
know.
Yo, by the
I
way,
didn't get a chance
You
to
still
watch
got
it.
that video up, Pete?
Master
You
at
still got
work.
that
Hey,
video
where's
up?
Reason?
Master at work made
I
an
deleted
amazing
some of them. I
video of
deleted
Doug.
some of the Reason videos because I felt I went a little too hard.
Oh
But
my God,
I left like
that
one or
was
two of them
funny
on.
as hell, bro.
Pete's
Funny
banned
as
from a
hell.
lot of people's panels. I think Big O has him blocked. Who else has you blocked?
Hey, but let me
Hey,
tell you. Let me tell you. I
ask
might
you,
not agree with.
Have I blocked anybody on my channel?
Nah.
Not one
Big
person.
O is, I like him, but he's sensitive, then. He's very sensitive.
How come Big O doesn't block itself for hating on Flores?
Wait,
what
I
wrong about?
gotta be honest. I gotta be honest.
Pete,
I
what
gotta be
does
honest.
not
That's a
hate
good point.
Flores. That's the whole thing.
What's Big O wrong about?
Here's the
I gotta be
reasoning
honest.
behind that. Ian, hold on. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to cut
Go
you
ahead,
off.
go ahead, homie. Go ahead, no, go ahead, homie.
I was
I was
gonna
listening
say,
to EM.
Big O does not hate Flores. He just doesn't. He just doesn't understand the fact that because I'm in the same boat. Like, how do you think after all these years, 3 years, you put together? Do you really think he's going to get it right in the 4th year of putting together a coaching staff? Because in 3 years he hasn't shown that he can. He hasn't shown that he can't.
He had a
hire
good
the right
coaching staff
guys.
when he had nothing but practice squad players, man.
He's Manny Diaz part 2, bro.
But he fired all of them.
Oh, Manny
This man
Diaz.
said Manny
y'all need to
Diaz
stop.
part 2.
Y'all
Not
need
Manny
to
Diaz. Out of your
stop.
mind, bro.
Stop it. Stop
Y'all
that.
don't
That's
know who Coach
disrespectful,
Flores
man.
is, bro.
I know.
You see the
you big Noah crazy, man.
Would you
Flores
bet
is a beast,
Ian,
bro.
would you bet your house that he can fix his offensive staff next season?
You better not bet your house.
Yes, I'll bet my house.
Well.
I hear the hesitation, Ian.
He's still
Listen,
learning. Hey, man.
Hang on.
I'll say it. I'll bet it.
Personally, I think they already have the solution in house. I think
if we're betting pink slips, I'll do it.
Hang on, let me finish. I think the solution is already in house. I think the majority of the issues that we've seen on offense is about execution. It's not necessarily about. It's not. I'm not saying
and a young team, EM, and a young team.
I agree. It's all about execution with me, bro. And I think the
if we're
solution
winning,
is in house.
Gotti's not going anywhere.
Exactly. So I like the improvement in terms of consistent play calling from our offensive coordinator, what we've seen in the last 5-6 games. I think the solution is in house. If they go into the offseason with Tua, I think what they need to do is they need an infusion of talent on the O-line. The execution needs to be better. If there's a change that needs to be made, it needs to be at the offensive line level. It needs to be in a veteran offensive line coach, not necessarily offensive coordinator.
All right, hey guys, real quick,
let
me
made.
hit the reset button. Guys, this is Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Flip Floppers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. No, it's Block Blockers. I love you guys. You guys are the best fans in the world. I want to remind y'all tomorrow.
No, you're right. No, you're right. It's Flip Floppers.
Today's Wildin' Out Wednesday. We've had a blast on Wildin' Out. Tomorrow, hey, D-Dub, if you're still in the chat, let me know. EM, I don't know what your availability is tomorrow, but I might need you tomorrow for Throwback Thursday, where we will talk Jets, Dolphins in Miami in the past. I love Throwback Thursday. It's one of my favorite shows of the week. And then Thursday night, actually, I got a phone call later with Tail Greeter. So I should be flying out Friday or Thursday night to be there at Dirty Sportswear on Friday. If anything changes to the contrary, I will let you know. But I will definitely be in town this weekend for the Jets Dolphins game. I also want to remind you guys, too, we got 10 spots left of the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network raffle. 50 slots available, $25 per slot. If you guys donate through Cash App or PayPal, that is preferred. There's less fees that go on there. First place gets Frank Gore autographed JSA certified jersey. Second place will get an autographed Ricky Williams 8x11 Heisman Trophy photo. They're both JSA certified. I ask if you can donate through PayPal or Cash App. That is definitely preferred. All right. And
we just found out YouTube is criminals.
You did.
Hey, Steven, do you really want him here for Thursday? You don't really want that foolishness going on.
Wait, hold on. Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
Oh, and that was the other thing, too. If you
Z-Man, that's cute, bro. That's
hit
cute.
that like button. And if you just want to donate to the channel to help the channel grow, I'm always here willing and taking donations. So help the channel grow by donating. Even $1 helps. So I appreciate everybody. But we're about to do final thoughts of the day. We're going to go around the panel, and we're going to talk about this foolishness. So we will start with Showtime. Showtime, I know you weren't able to get into the panel today till the end. I don't even know if you were able to talk. But, hey, man, what's going on? How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm just hearing of some of the foolishness from Pete.
It is. And for those of you who don't know, if you guys are on Twitter, Showtime has Twitter Space for Dolphins Talk on Twitter. It is awesome. Go check out his Twitter Space.
I appreciate that.
It's Showtime. You got great content over there on Twitter, man. Love it.
Yeah, it's dope.
I didn't know that, Showtime.
I let everybody in. Pete's been there a few times.
Now I know Showtime.
Anybody. You know, the only time I
But
kick somebody out is when
don't bring your foolishness
when they
to
start
Twitter,
calling
man.
people out their name. But besides that, let me
Hey,
keep it straight.
hey, Showtime! Shout out
What's up?
to Ennis. He
Hey, what's your
introduced me
Twitter,
to that,
Showtime?
so he was the one that put me on your
Yeah,
show, bro. Shout out to Ennis.
Showtime. Tell everybody your Twitter.
My Twitter Showtime_MIA. Just hit me up if you guys want to have any debates.
Nice.
So I mean, but besides
That's what's
that, you know,
up.
I'm looking forward to the Jets game.
That's what's up.
I hope we win. We got to take it one game at a time. I do feel we need to temper our expectations, honestly. And as far as Flores, he still has a lot to prove, just like Tua. Nobody should be anointed anything. They all have to earn what we expect the team to be, a Super Bowl championship team. So as far as the offensive coordinator, I feel like Charlie Fry might be being groomed for the offensive coordinator. If we keep winning, I don't know if we can even keep him. That's just my opinion.
Hey, that ain't a bad take there, Showtime. Hey, brother, I love you, man. We'll see you. Hey, come on to the panel tomorrow, man. We'll hang out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll jump on.
All right, man. Be good, Showtime. All right, next up, let me change the screen here. Make sure I get all y'all in here. Let's go to Polo.
I just want to say the usual. Your show is amazing. I come here. I like to come here every week, and let's hope you beat the Jets.
Hey, man, I appreciate the love, man.
Real
I'm here every week too.
Real quick, Polo. I hope I regained your respect after today, bro. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Matthew Stafford also had Calvin Johnson in. Let's just be honest.
Oh my God! 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he didn't compare the players. Yeah, I keep going back to that.
Oh my God!
Calvin Johnson's arguably the best wide receiver to ever live. So I'm just saying.
He didn't compare the players. He compared the circumstance. Like
Their careers. I understand that, but I'm saying a lot of Matthew Stafford's yards go from Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson was one of the best wide receivers to ever live.
Okay, and Marino had Duper and Clayton. That was one of the best
They were not even on Calvin
Duper
Johnson's
and Clayton
level.
are not built like
they were not even on Calvin Johnson's level. Please,
but that was the best combo ever. I said.
No, they're not the best
player.
combo.
Boy,
Matthew
that ruffled a lot of folks' feathers, bro.
No, I'm
that
not ruffled. I'm just saying
Matthew
Stafford he's had a lot, man. I mean,
what
Calvin
are you
Johnson
talking about? Matthew Stafford has had nothing. He's been stuck in Detroit all those years with nothing, and the only thing you're about to say is Calvin Johnson.
My bad, Steve.
You owe to the swear jar today.
Pete, you understand that he's comparing Matthew Stafford to Dan Marino, Pete? Do you understand the argument?
He wasn't comparing their career.
I could see Stafford being compared to a Dan Marino. Stafford is nasty in the pocket. He is a pure pocket passing quarterback.
Real quick, it's not breaking news, but it's an interesting tweet.
I don't know. The Rams were just on.
Hold on. Ian Rappaport is tweeting. Interesting day ahead. The NFL and the NFLPA are having discussions about potential changes to the COVID-19 protocols, consulting with medical experts as well. And the words of John Murrah, it seems like it's never going away. Should be some news today. I think you could take that any way you want it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. At least from a standpoint of football being played as we move forward.
It might be that it might be just they might just be discussing more.
But how could they fix it though? I mean, like, how could they really?
They can make it harder to get back into a game. Maybe 3 negative tests. Maybe you have to take longer time off. It could be a detriment to players who have.
Maybe another bye week.
It could just be more precautionary measures they're going to be taking, bro.
Exactly.
Which is what we need to do.
And you know what? You got to give it up to the NFL for putting more light into the COVID situation, because it's starting to seem like people are forgetting about it. If you actually walk around outside and you start seeing, like, nobody respects masks anymore.
Facts.
They don't care about it, and nobody cares. So it's it's just gone out of the wind.
Well,
like it's over with.
So
I don't know.
Again, I don't. Here's what I'll say about the situation. What I'll say about the situation, talking from a purely football standpoint of view, nothing else, purely football. I will say that I think this is something that the NFL or that fans need to keep a close vigil on, because I think over the last week, the way that the NFL and all these positive tests have come out and it scares the crap out of me because I have all these plans for the rest of this year.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if the NFL says, "Hey, we're gonna postpone the season."
Because I mean, there's a lot.
Don't
talking like that. I don't think the world.
Steven. Please.
Hey, Steven, I'm gonna tell you
Please
right now,
don't do
bro.
that.
Honestly, you don't want to take it to that because
I don't think they're going to cancel the season, but I could see them saying, "Hey, we're going to push everything back 1 week."
Yeah, like
we're going to
take it
push
back.
everything
There's
back.
never going to be another election.
Or they say, "Hey, the playoffs are going to be played in a bubble." You know,
it's not only in football. Basketball is getting hit. Hockey is getting hit. It's really spread, like y'all just said. It's being ignored because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I got vaccinated. I don't need to wear my mask." A lot of people think like that. So the new variant is easier to catch. So it's going around. If you think you got the shot, I can just go out now. Like he's saying, it's so relaxed out. Even here in Texas, one of the places that fought against the vaccine, like sometimes I forget that we have masks. Like only my job is the only place that I go now is mandatory that I have to wear it. Every place down here is not mandatory no more. People are walking around like it never happened.
Florida's its own world, bro.
It is.
So that's
And
what I want to
is
say
in
about
Texas.
that.
He can vouch for that.
Look,
Like,
absolutely.
I don't want to think the worst, but I have to be honest. Like every day, them saying, "Hey, another 30
Dennis,
players. Hey,
hook up
another
real
40
soon, bro.
players. Hey, another 20
yeah,
players."
we need to.
All these players and coaches now that I think it's inevitable if it keeps on going this route.
The problem is though, Steven, there's a lot of players though. Like there's a lot of players on teams in general. Like we can't really say they're gonna cancel the season if they have the extra. How many?
I never said they were going to cancel the season.
No.
I said that they would postpone games.
I don't think they will postpone the season. Here's why I think why they won't postpone the season. Money.
I think it's already too late in the game for that.
That's why.
Money trumps everything. Yeah.
Money, because the NFL is all about the money. They don't care. Honestly, they don't care about the players. They really don't.
I will tell you, the NFL won't be the first one, but let the NBA or the NHL cancel games. The NFL will follow suit. I promise you, they will.
Virtue.
The NFL was the only one that didn't lose a single game, while the NBA got canceled, other sports got shut down. The NFL somehow sneakily, greedily found a way to finish a season and actually go to the Super Bowl.
Hey, Steven, before I go, let me just say I do think that the NFL should add an extra week, a COVID precautionary week, like week 19, where if a game is postponed, those postponed games get played on that week. And then you probably can add a bubble. But I just want to say thanks for the show and have a nice day, Steven.
All right, Polo. Thank you, man. Be
Take
easy,
care,
bro.
Polo.
Easy, bro.
All right, let's go to Z-Man. Z-Man, I know you didn't get a chance to really talk
Here
today,
we
man.
go.
But I
Thank
know
God.
you got stuff to say, so the floor is yours, Z-Man.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Yesterday, I would have came at your neck, but other than
What's
that?
I didn't hear you. You know what you say, bro? You were breaking up.
I said you lucky TD ain't let me on yesterday. I would have came for your nut, but it's all good. It's all good. But like everybody,
I tried to get up there too.
It's always just one game at a time, bro. Like we just gotta, we can't look past no games because realistically, one loss and we're out basically. So I mean, I don't think anybody's really looking past the games. Their mentality should be, hey, every week's the playoffs at this point.
I agree 100%. 100%.
So as long as they keep that mentality, I think they're gonna be fine. Because you see, now they're in that dire situation. They're playing a lot better football on both sides of the ball from the beginning of the season. So it's good to see. They just need to continue with that. Fins up.
Fins up, man. Be easy, Z-Man. All right.
I got some. Until next time, Mom.
Let's go to Alexander Rene Diaz.
You have to go by my government name. No.
That's what your thing says.
Yeah. But Alex from now on, guys.
Well, then change your thing. So
hey, I'm gonna call you Al, though. Is that all right?
Yeah, Al.
Like that's all good.
No, we already have an Al. Where's old man Al at?
Every time I hear Al, that's what I think of.
I just want to say, that it's always great to be on the show with you, Steven. You're definitely the GOAT. And I really do.
Don't pump my head up like that.
But I really do appreciate you and everybody on this panel. Love talking Dolphins sports love talking Dolphins football with y'all. And hopefully we can get this dub on Sunday. Yep. Get everybody off that COVID list and continue on the right path towards the playoffs.
No doubt. Hey man, can you hit me up about that hotel stuff?
Yeah, I'll talk to my wife today. She's at work right now, and I'll hit you up on Twitter about that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
It's a small hotel. It's not like big,
dude.
Dude, he's talking about sleeping in a compact, man.
Yeah, like bro, just hit me up, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
All he needs is a bed, dude.
I got you, man. No problem. I'll hit you
He
up,
doesn't
Steve.
care
But, hey,
if it
God
has
bless every single one of you guys.
The quarter machine by the bed vibrates.
It is a pleasure talking to every single one of you guys. You guys have a great day, okay? Stay safe and stay blessed.
Have a good one.
God bless, Alex.
Be good, bro. Be good, bro.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Let's go to Dolphin Don.
What is good, Finn brothers? I had this whole thing, lined up. I was going to talk about the Patriots, man, but y'all got me on this COVID thing. It's not a political thing, man. It's a doggone human thing, and we're at war. Protect yourself, man. Just protect yourself. Whatever you got to do, because we don't want to get this. I was looking up the other day. Polio lasted like for almost a decade.
Yeah.
Even when we had a vaccine that worked. Right now, we got a vaccine that kind of helps you keep from getting so sick. So that's my first thing. And the second thing is, EM, my brother, you brought up a good point, man. The Patriots, I think we're probably the most equipped team in the NFL to beat the Patriots.
I couldn't agree more.
I agree with that.
If you look at Mac Jones and Tua's stats, they're eerily similar. Our defense is playing probably, I think, right now better than they are. And we're equipped to stop that run, which is what they like to do. So yeah, I'm throwing that out there like that.
Styles make fights. Styles make fights. I just think we match up well with them, bro.
I believe so. And Pete, man, hey, just hashtag accuracy, man. Tua the tactician. All right, man. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a great day.
Dolphin Don, it's always a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, man. Have a good one, Dolphin Don.
Right back
at you, brother.
Dolphin Don, before you go, I want to hear you laugh one time. Are you aware that if we would have put Malcolm Perry to do what Tua is asked to do, he probably would effectively do it as well? Malcolm Perry, guys. Malcolm.
Dolphin Don, it was great talking to you, man. I'm just
thank you.
It was
Dolphin Don.
It was a Dolphin Don. Thank you, man. I love
Dolphin
you.
Don's gonna go have a drink.
Right back at you, Steve. Hey, you know what, man? I'm glad you took a break, man. Came back strong. We missed you, but hey, glad to see you back, brother. Good.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I think Dolphin Don is one of this community's best kept secrets.
I love Dolphin Don. I love that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
All right, let me bring on. I put D1 in there, but yeah, we'll go with D1. Go ahead, D1.
What
final thoughts of the day? Somebody's breaking up bad.
You let him fix this thing. I'll go, Steven. Let him fix it.
Y'all can hear me now?
Oh,
yeah. Go ahead. Okay.
Hold on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because somebody.
All right. I'm gonna put you up.
Stuff.
1, 2, 3, 4 F's. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, Steven, man, thanks for letting me on, man. I know I haven't been on in a while. It's because
I'm glad you came on, man. I'm
manic, man. Sometimes I just don't want to talk to people. I'm crazy like that, you know. Like I just don't want to talk to people. I don't know why. But
animal
with the Jets, I don't know what Pete was saying because I am worried about the Jets. 75 players have been put on COVID lists since 2 days ago. I'm worried about more players from the Dolphins being put on COVID, and I'm definitely not forgetting about the Jets. So
yeah,
we really need to beat the Jets. And like I'm more of what EM said, I'm a one game at a time guy. I'm not really worrying about the other games. I'm more worried about what Dolphins winning out is the main thing for me. Does it matter? Yeah, but
does it matter how you get there? No, it does not.
No, it doesn't. Exactly. So, and nothing but love. And it's D1, you know you don't want no smoke from me and Madden after you saw my videos. And EM and Pete, all love, man. Y'all be good, bro.
I love you. I love you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be
Fins
good,
up.
bro.
All right,
man.
all right.
Let's
1, 2,
go,
3,
man.
4. Be good, bro. Be good, bro. Be good.
All right, man. All right, let's go with Pete.
You go.
Pete, go ahead, Pete.
Let's do it,
Say your
baby.
craziness.
What's going on? No, it's not craziness. I'm just gonna talk about the Jets game right now, and I appreciate you having me up, Stephen. Great show as always, and
Pete,
you always
you
have
are
a great
always
full of
welcome
panels.
on my panel, man. I
I
love having
appreciate it.
you on. I truly think that you equal clicks, but you're the man, brother.
I equal
I'll do anything.
madness. I equal madness because this team has me in a madness state of mind. But
No,
what I
Tua
want to
does.
talk about is this Jets game because I know we're a little concerned about our team and how it hit us COVID. You know, we're missing players, but for some reason, it always does this to me. I felt just a few days ago that this bye week was going to be special for us. It's going to get us fully healthy. For some reason, I even believed Will Fuller was going to play based on some of the reports that we read. But my goodness, it's getting even worse. We got guys leaving with COVID. We don't know who's going to play. The best thing is, no matter what hits us, I still feel like we're going to beat the Jets. I truly do. Now, do I think we're going to beat them like we should? That part, I don't know. You know, we haven't been really beating teams because of our offense the way it has been. But one thing I will say is it's not going to be a cakewalk. I do think Zach Wilson, this is the first time we face him, his little mobility is gonna give us a little bit of problems. That's all I really would say. I just don't trust this game, man. So I want to give my prediction for the Jets game. I'm gonna go ahead and say we win 17-14.
Hey,
Thank you
man.
for having me up.
Hey, Pete. Love you, brother. Be good, man.
Can I go next, please?
Yes,
Please,
D1.
pretty please.
D1, go ahead.
Everybody that listened to that BS drivel that just came out of Pete's freaking face, don't believe it. Don't believe that crapola he just tried to freaking spew. Okay,
I love it. I
we're
love
only
it.
like only 17 points. Like, are you serious? And he said it. You know how? I love these Tua haters because they can't outright bash Tua anymore, so they like subtly bash him. You know, that's what they like win the game, but we're only gonna win by 4 points because Tua. Like, yeah, Tua had a great game, but that one bad pass was just, it wasn't accurate enough. Like, y'all take too much time out y'all day to find something negative. I really do. Like, right now, you gotta really dig deep to find something negative about Tua. You just really do. And I love making all these Tua haters cry. I mean, it's just great to look at. I got a war with the Chargers fans and Herbert. I'm putting up all these Herbert stats. They're mad and stuff like that. And factual. All I hear is Tua is a game manager. Tua just throws little 2-yard, 3-yard passes. But if I'm not mistaken, Steven, how is somebody that's
Tua's putting up numbers. Tua is putting up numbers.
Exactly. But how is he a game manager though? I thought that a game manager don't throw the ball a lot.
Let me show you who a game manager is. Ryan Tannehill.
Uh-huh.
He's a game manager.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Ryan Tannehill he doesn't even really need to do nothing. And they have an opportunity to win the game the way that team is built, right? Tua, in order for the Dolphins to win, has to do something. He has to be effective. And he is being effective. Hence why we're 5-0. Now, I will also say the biggest reason that we're 5-0 is our defense. Let me just put that out there.
Okay? Of course.
But he's doing his thing. And I love Tua, man. I love Tua. Love that man.
Like, all we need is
flip flapper all the way. Tua president, baby.
See, you was like I say, remember before, Steven, when I said you were infected? You were infected by TD, you were infected by Pete, and they were your virus. I told you that earlier. Now you're cured, you're healed. Tua was the antidote. You're healed.
He got his vaccine shot from Tua.
Exactly. You got a booster shot. You got Tua booster shots right now. Like, that's what we got right now. But like I said, y'all need to stop with that game manager crap because Tua is dropping back 40 times a game. How is he game managing if he's dropping back 40 times? Like, I'm confused by that. I thought a game manager is supposed to have a run game. That because that's how you manage the game. He's handing the ball off.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. I'm enjoying this. This has been a great month and a half. Hey, yo, Pete, say Tua can't throw 5 touchdowns. Pete, say that because whatever Pete says that Tua can't do, he does. So can you say that, Pete? Pete, say he can't throw 5 touchdowns. But all right, I'm done. Y'all have a great day.
D1,
Great show as
I
always.
love you, brother,
Salute
man.
always.
I
Salute,
love
You're
you all
man.
man.
too.
Salute
Ian,
always.
stop dodging me, bro. Stop dodging me, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Stop
okay.
dodging.
Yeah,
Stop,
okay.
stop dodging me in the
Yo.
21st century, bro.
Oh man.
All
I
right,
got
get
some.
out of here, D1. You break it up. Get out of here. All right,
Steve,
EM.
Steve. Oh,
EM,
I was gonna
go
say,
ahead.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm
Go ahead.
saving Ennis for last. Ennis is
That's
the
what I was
oldest.
gonna say. Let it close the show, bro. Salute to you, Stephen. Always, man. I'm eternally grateful to not just you, but all of y'all with these platforms that give me the opportunity to come up here and kind of, offer a different perspective for our team, bro. It's always greatly appreciated, man. So salute to the panel. Even you, Z, man. Even with your foolishness, salute to you as well, bro. But at the end of the day, man, we should all, I know we've been talking, we've had, this bye week and we've had, a lot going on, not just with, within the league, not just with our team, but within the league, this COVID situation, it's something that definitely we need to, consider it and because it's a real thing, we need to pay close attention to it, but we need to quickly shift our focus to the New York Jets. This is a team that we shouldn't take lightly. They're going to be out. The rivalry history between the Jets and the Dolphins. Everybody, if you're a Dolphin fan, you're well aware of what has transpired in the past. So the bad blood that exists between us and them. So just with that being said, bro, this is a team that we do not need to take lightly. I do think the Dolphins are going to win this game relatively easy. But at the end of the day, man, I want to see. I want to get another win on Sunday, bro, and hopefully Tua just continues on his continue to improve on a week to week basis, bro. And for my prediction, I would say 28-10. I think 10 points is max is what they'll get because I think Zach Wilson, if he plays, I think this is an opportunity for our defense to really pad our defensive stats. Xavier Howard, he should be looking for 2 picks minimum because Zach Wilson's going to put the ball in harm's way. He's very undisciplined with the football, as we all know, as he put on tape all year. So I think it's going to be a relatively easy win. So with that being said, gentlemen, again, Stephen, appreciate you so much, man. And Ennis, salute, homie, and everybody out in the shout out to everybody in the comments that always show Stephen love, showing up because we all know he puts out quality content, man. So with that being said, gentlemen, fins up, baby.
Thank you,
All day,
brother.
everybody.
I appreciate it, man.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. All right, Ennis, I had you on. I don't know if you've ever been last, but you deserve it. I always feel like whoever I pick to be final comment of the day, it's sort of you're on a mantle. You're special, and you've been here since the beginning, bro. I love having you on. I love your takes. I think you contribute to the show in so many ways, and I'm excited that you, sir, are the final thought of the day.
Hold on, I got to get a tissue. Get a little bit here. Nah, I appreciate that, Steve. You know how I feel about you. Like I said, you deserve all the flowers, everything you get for putting your money and effort, like sleeping in your car. That's why I said what I said last time. Like people don't eh, take people take for granted sometimes what you do, and I like to put myself in people's shoes. Like wow, like that takes a lot to work, raise a family, and still go as hard as you do to provide this for us. So that's why I said you deserve your flowers. To close it out, D1, I'm just gonna. You forgot to say he said he's worried about Zach Wilson, but in the comments you said our defense is elite. That's the oxymoron with me. Like you saying Zach Wilson's better runner than Lamar Jackson. Like, come on, though. It doesn't make sense. But anyway. I want to close it on this because I think you saw what I said on Twitter yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
This fan base is so awesome that is bad. If we put the same energy that we put into going at Chris Sims and Khaled and all that negative stuff into helping getting Zach Thomas and Richmond Webb in the
In
Hall
the
of
Hall
Fame,
of Fame. Yep.
that would be so powerful and beautiful. I just want the fan base to think about that. Like, look at all the energy that we put into arguing back and forth. If we just put that energy into helping these guys that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. That's just I think that we deserve that. They deserve that. Like we even had so much misery in the past. Let's focus on that. Like we know the season is where we at. We're game one game at a time. Is what it is. Like we can't fix that. But I think that should be something positive that we can take into the off season that we push these guys getting into the Hall of Fame. And that's why I want to leave. I like to look at the good side, Steve. You know me. I'm just one of the optimists because if I keep going off how this team did me in the past, I wouldn't be a fan. Like that's why I try to get Pete to understand. Yeah, I pushed through it because I'm gonna say this and like I haven't bought a jersey in 20 years. I'm not a Tua fan because I was an Alabama fan. I'm a Hurricane, do or die, bleed it out. I'm a Hurricane fan as long as I've been a Miami Dolphin fan. But when I see a it factor, sometimes you can't explain what it is, and that boy has it. You know what I'm saying?
He's
So
got it written
you
all
can't.
over him.
Yeah, you can't say what it is. You can't describe it. It's just something you see, and a lot of us that watch football over the years have know what that it factor is. And that fourth quarter is what you want your quarterback, franchise quarterback, to be elite at. Is in the fourth quarter. For somebody that's only had 17 starts to be elite in the hardest quarter of the game, that should tell you right there. I'm not saying he's MVP of the league or Hall of Fame jacket. I'm just saying like the progression is good for a 17 start quarterback. Like we had Brock Osweiler, Brian Greasy, Jay Fiedler, Jay Cutler. Like y'all forget where we come from. So when you finally get it right and y'all ready to jump ship after he start, like that's toxic. But I ain't gonna keep babbling. But because this is real with me and the passion is real. I love this team. I love this fan base. I love all of y'all, and everybody has good takes. But it's just like we need to put our energy in the right direction. That's just what I want to see us do. Get these guys in the Hall of Fame. Steven, you have a good day. Kiss the wife and kids for us. Tell them we love them. That we love you. Them allowing you to do it for us. Your wife puts up with you doing this, and we appreciate her.
Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate you, man. Be easy, all right? All right. All right. That was Ennis. Ennis, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love that y'all give every single day. Y'all are the best fans in the world, and I need y'all to know that. I need y'all to know that y'all are the best fans in the world. When you guys donate, whether it's $1 or $500 or $100, it does not matter. You guys literally take it to that next level with the love and the praises by getting on here every morning, hanging out with me, sharing, letting people know that I'm here. It's all good. You guys are great, and I need y'all to know that. So thank you so much for everything. We will be on tomorrow, which will be Throwback Thursday. So make sure y'all are there for that. It'll be a good time. Make sure y'all come hang out with us tomorrow, 8 a.m., bright-eyed and bushy-tailed right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. You already know how it is, what we do on the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clap Blackers, go follow me on social media at Stephen D. SKPL. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter there, and I definitely would love to hang out and chat with y'all. And hey, we'll hang out tomorrow. We will hang out with tomorrow. So I love y'all. Y'all be good. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.